that just one change for Delhi. No Sandeep Lamichhane in the playing 11, and instead of that, they have got the West Indian Kemo Paul in the starting 11, while 3 changes for Kolkata Knight Riders. Lockie Ferguson, Joe Denley and Carlos Brathwaite included in the playing 11 instead of Sunil Narine and Gurney, along with Chris Lynn missing out.
Well, also talking about last game when Chennai Super Kings and Rajasthan Royals were confronting each other at the Sawai Mansingh Stadium in the final over, MS Dhoni had walked in during that controversial moment when the umpire had given a no ball and then pulled back his arm, saying that it wasn't due to the leg umpire stating that it wasn't. But as he said, that justice did prevail. Justice did prevail in a way, because MS Dhoni, irrespective of his phenomenal stature in India, he was fined 50% of his match fee, and that was a big deal. And for those who were saying that there might be others who might get influenced actions, I think it was the right decision taken by the panel as well, and it was because of the heat of the moment that MS Dhoni had done that, and it is a rare sight. And as you can see, Simon Catich is the one who has rung the bell at the Eden Gardens, and he is one of the mentors of the Kolkata Knight Riders. The 2 on-field umpires are walking in the ground, and I'm sure they must be feeling the pressure after last night.
Well, absolutely, and the scary eyes of Mahendra Singh Dhoni staring down the umpire. Poor fellow.
It was like a black hole.
Absolutely.
Like that picture.
Well, feeling bad for the umpire, but in the end he did stick it a hand out. So, well, let's forget about what happened yesterday and focus on today. And it seems that Shubman Gill has been promoted up the order to open the innings, and I think that's a very good move from Kolkata Knight Riders. Joe Delhi will be the other opener, and that's one of the changes for Kolkata Knight Riders. 3 changes for the home side, and we are at the iconic, the historic Eden Gardens in the City of Joy.
Well, the good news for Kolkata Knight Riders and us cricket lovers is that particularly the Indian cricket lovers, is that Shubman Gill finally gets the opportunity. Top of the order, he will be opening with Joe Denley, so a fresh set of openers for KKR. No Sunil Narine and Chris Lynn, so it's Joe Denley and Shubman Gill who will be opening the innings. We had been talking about Shubman Gill being the missing piece of the link for the Kolkata Knight Riders. He is a phenomenal talent. He is a player to look out for, and sending him at 6 or 7 was just not the wise thing to do, because there were limited amounts of balls left whenever he came out to bat. But today the right thing has been done, because he is not a a big hitter, but he knows how to time the ball just like Virat Kohli.
Well, absolutely, he times the ball well, he finds the gaps as well. As a striker of 135.8 does Shubman Gill, an exciting young prospect for the Indian side. And once again, I'd like to welcome everybody who's tuned into Cricket Lounge and Sports Flashes, including the likes of Jagdish Sani, Loving Garden, Manjula Jawarahi, supporting Kolkata Knight Riders. Welcome Bharat Batra, and along with that, Walli Siddiqui as well. It's Ishant Sharma who will start proceedings for the Delhi Capitals. The tall Delhi lad himself, Ishant Sharma, will be given the responsibility of trying to pick up a few early wickets. Shreyas Iyer versus Dinesh Karthik. Delhi Capitals versus Kolkata Knight Riders at the Eden Gardens. And a quick reminder to those who just tuned in, Shreyas Iyer, the captain of Delhi Capitals, had won. Sonu Thakur asking who won the toss. It was Delhi Capitals who won the toss and elected to bowl first, and what a decision this turned out to be so far. 3 deliveries bowled, no runs on the board, and a wicket picked up by Ishant Sharma, the very first delivery, and that was the wicket of Joe Denley. And Tenzin Nagadu and Nagwara Setan tuned into English and saying hi Modu sir. Well boys, the Modu sir is in the Hindi feed. I'm Karthik, and with me is Walli Siddiqui on this English network, English feed on Cricket Lounge, Sports Flashes. And what a start this. Ishant Sharma has done a decent job so far this IPL.
And if you look at Ishant Sharma, though it might be a homecoming for Saurav Ganguly, it is a homecoming for Ishant Sharma as well, because he started his IPL career for the Kolkata Knight Riders as a young 19-year-old, where he was far more impressive than he is right now. But I think he has turned back the clock with that wicket over there. What a beautiful ball that is, and he is looking at his absolute best. Talking about Ishant Sharma's career in the IPL, he has played 80 games in totality, best bowling figures of 5 for 12 and a total number of 62 wickets. So a good addition for the Delhi Capitals. And for now, if you talk about the score, Robin Uthappa is the man who walked in. Shubman Gill hasn't faced a ball yet, and it's 0 for 1 in 4 balls. And some good pace over there, close to 140, and that's another pitch of a delivery, but that will be high this time.
Once again, that inward movement from Ishant Sharma causing a lot of trouble, and I've just got a heads up and a thumbs up from the tech team that it's working now on the app and the website. So Ram Naran, please let me know if you are still facing any issue. But at the moment, it's 0 for the loss of 1 wicket. Kolkata Knight Riders, 5 deliveries bowled, and what a start that. And Hulash Golcha along with Bharat Batra, very warm welcome. Deepak Rabhan Narayan saying hello, and we got Kavita asking who won the toss, along with Mohammad Mohsin Khan and Joyant Baidya. Joyant obviously supporting Kolkata Knight Riders, and Kavita, it was Delhi Capitals who won the toss and elected to bowl first, and another cracker of a delivery beats the outside edge. What an over this from Ishant Sharma. Wicket maiden from the Delhi lad to start off proceedings. 1 over gone. It's 0 for 1 at the moment. Our Kolkata Knight Riders, Unnati Pandey and Sumon Ali, along with Gursevak Singh. A very, very warm welcome to all of you in Cricket Lounge.
And you know what, Karthik, this over reminded me of the one that Ishant Sharma bowled to Ricky Ponting in the year 2007, who is currently his mentor at Delhi Capitals. This over quite fondly reminded me of that over, because it was mixed with pace, swing, movement, and Ishant Sharma was well known for that. Though he has been making the rounds in Test cricket, and he is turning out to be as one of the frontline bowlers along with Shami and Bumrah. His experience, his skill in the limited overs cricket was being questioned for quite a while, but over here, so far so good for the Delhi Capitals. What a start by Ishant Sharma. A wicket maiden, no runs at the Eden Gardens at Kolkata's hunting ground. And Shubman Gill and Robin Uthappa are at the crease right now. If we talk about Robin Uthappa's IPL figures, then he has been quite impressive as well. 172 games and 29 is his average, and he struck over 2450. So
more than 4,300 runs, and it's Shubman Gill who gets the ball rolling for Kolkata Knight Riders. A full delivery in line with the pads, and that's flicked away through towards the boundary for 4. So Shubman Gill gets on the mark with the very first delivery. First runs on the board for Kolkata Knight Riders. It's 4 for the loss of 1 wicket. Prakash Adhikari and Lakshmi Pandey. I would like to inform you there's no Sandeep Lamichhane today, and in place of Lamichhane they've got Kimo Paul of Delhi Capitals in the playing 11, while Sanjay along with Chandan Mishra. Chandan Mishra says KKR will be bowled out for 146. We've got obviously Pramod Kumar supporting Kolkata Knight Riders. Rahul Shinde, a very warm welcome, and Kavita saying KKR will win today. Unnati Pandey also supporting KKR today, and Chris Morris will be looking to continue the good work that was started by Ishant Sharma. 5 for the loss of 1 wicket, and Shubman Gill, what a start. He flicked one away for a boundary, the very first delivery, and very intelligently now plays one towards the offside for a single. Kundan, no Sandeep Lamichhane today, and he has been replaced by Kimo Paul in the Delhi playing 11.
The first over of the first ball of the first over, we saw a wicket. It was a beautifully delivered ball over there by Ishant Sharma, and Joe Delhi got bowled. And the first ball of the second over, we saw a beautifully driven, in fact a flicked shot by Shubman Gill. So it promises to be an action-packed game over here. I think Shreyas Iyer seems to have sprained his ankle, because he seems to be struggling on the field. Hope he recovers quick, because he is an important batsman, also the captain for Delhi Capitals. Chris Morris has given 5 runs in his over so far, and that's another poor delivery. If you ball on the pads, you will get smashed for 4s, because this is a quick outfield. The Eden Gardens over here. 9 runs now in totality for Kolkata Knight Riders for the loss of 1 wicket. Robin Uthappa moves to 4 with that boundary, while Shubman Gill, the 19-year-old, is on he's on 5. He's on 5 of 2 deliveries.
Wonderful shot that from Robin Uthappa. Once again, poor delivery from Chris Morris, and that's been worked away towards deep mid-wicket for a beautifully timed boundary of the bat of Robin Uthappa. He's on 4, Gill is on 5, 9 for 1. Expensive start this from Chris Morris. Aslam Darji says the total will be 175, while Gautam Rawat is tuned in from Nepal. Narinder Singh Chaba says Gill, Singh is king. So clearly supporting and favouring Shubman Gill there. We got Prabhesh Kharel also asking about Sandeep Lamichhane. Anil Bhai, very good evening to you. And Shubham Maheshwari is supporting Kolkata Knight Riders. But I have to say, Sumitra Sahu says 179 to 185. That will be the score that Kolkata Knight Riders will put up. A single down through towards third man takes Robin Uthappa to 5. Kolkata Knight Riders move up to 10 for the loss of 1 wicket. Deepak Kumar Sahu, and along with that we got Prabesh Kharel. A very, very warm welcome. No Russell today, it's a DC Rabada, says Bharat Batra. Well, remember these two sides met earlier in the competition, and it was Rabada who won it for Delhi Capitals in the Super Over.
And if we talk about the last 5 meetings on this ground, then Kolkata Knight Riders have had the upper hand against the Delhi Capitals. So I'm sure Delhi Capitals would look to turn this over, and they have managed to beat KKR. Only 2 teams have managed to beat KKR. The first being the Delhi Capitals, and the second being the defending champions of the tournament, the Chennai Super Kings. The score moves on to 11 with that single by Shubman Gill. Quick single taken over there. 11 for 1 in 2 overs. Shubman Gill moves on to 6 of 3 deliveries, while Robin Uthappa is on 5 of 8. Ishant Sharma bowled a brilliant over, and he will be back to bowl the second over, while Chris Morris seemed to have struggled. He got struck for 2 boundaries in the leg area, towards a square leg and mid wicket. 1 over 11 runs by Chris Morris, and you can see the clear intentions by Shreyas Iyer over here. Kagiso Rabada not being given the new ball. He is being reserved for Andre Russell, I guess.
Well, I think so, and Andre Russell, what a player he's been. A striker of more than 200 in this IPL. Consecutively 4 or 5 times he's got 50 plus scores as the big man. So it's going to be another problem for Delhi if he goes on and continues. Khalid Menon, thank you very much, and a very warm welcome. Vikas Tanwar along with Gursevak Singh. Thank you for tuning in to Cricket Lounge on Sports Flashes. Ishant Sharma bowled a terrific first over, a wicket maiden, but then that was followed by an expensive over from Chris Morris, giving away 10 runs. 11 at the moment the score for the loss of 1 wicket, Kolkata Knight Riders. And if you talk about people who've tuned in and showing love, Chandan Mishra, and along with that Bharat Batra says no problem, even if Kolkata score 200, Delhi will chase it down. And apart from that, we got LS Thapa, who's very happy to be tuning into the English feed. Thank you, LS Thapa. At the moment, it's 11 for 1 after 2.2 overs. And he's bowling consistently around the late 130s is Ishant Sharma. But that one was a 121 kilometers hour delivery, a knuckle ball, and still getting a bit of swing, and certainly making full use of the surface, the grass that's on offer.
One of the most difficult deliveries to bowl in one day and age is the knuckle ball, because it requires a lot of strength. Talking about Ishant Sharma, then he has taken 6 wickets in his 5 games, so he has proven to be a handful for Delhi Capitals. He has shown his worth. I'm sure he could do a lot more, and that was seen in the first over as well. Shubman Gill rushes for the 1, and he takes it this time. There was a fielder on mid-on. Shreyas Iyer was a fielder. If that had been a direct hit, it would have been close. Touch and go, I suppose. Shubman Gill has got this opportunity to open the innings, and I think he needs to calm down a little, because opportunities don't come much often. And that was a good, well-stretched drive, and I think he might have just made it, or I don't know, maybe he might have not, but I think he had made it. So no, he had. No, he had.
Had that been a direct hit, he was in trouble. Was young Shubman Gill? He was way off the mark. In fact, he was off, not even in the frame, not even in the shot. But luckily for him, it was now not out, because it did not hit directly. 12 for 1. And 3 changes for Kolkata Knight Riders today, 1 for Delhi Capital. And all the fans from Nepal tuning in. Well, unfortunately, there is no Sandeep Lamechane, and apart from that, for Delhi they've got Kimo Paul and Ram Narayan. I've just had a word again, and yes, it is working on the app currently, the stream. You may want to check it again. Vikas Tanwar along with RK Raja, Rinki Durwe, and Pradeep Gurung says DC may lose because of Sandeep, or maybe because of the lack of Sandeep not playing today. But in the end, it's a wicket that will not assist the spinners a lot, and that may be the reason they've gone in with the Kimo Paul of the Delhi Capitals. Shubham Maheshwari, and we've got a lot of Sombar Kumar also tuned into our YouTube feed. Thank you very much. It's 12 for 1 at the moment, Kolkata Knight Riders. If you talk about the field, mid-off, mid-on in the 30-yard circle, a man at mid-wicket, backward point cover as well. We've got fine leg patrolling the boundary rope. Once again, a very good over this from Ishant Sharma. Goes for a long hoik. Does Robin Uthappa, makes no contact. The ball hits the thigh, goes to backward point. They will still pick up a single though, and with that single the score moves up to 13 for 1. And still Ishant Sharma bowling very, very well.
And as you can see, the in-gun wicket is actually helping Ishant Sharma. We are the tall Ishant Sharma. He is banking it in, and there is a hint of movement over there with the bounce as well. So the new ball will assist the fast bowlers over here. And for Delhi, it will be important that Chris Morris actually does pretty well in the second over, because he was quite expensive, and Rabada might be the player to watch out for, because he will love to bowl on this surface. It looks the ideal surface for a fast bowler. Meanwhile, coming back to the game, 2.5 overs have been bowled, but this time what a pull shot by Shubman Gill. Gave another short ball to Shubman, and this time he just times it and signifies it why it was so important for him to be going up the order, because that's what he can do, take advantage of the power play and play proper cricketing shots. 17 for 1 with that boundary.
Wonderful shot that from Robin, in fact from Shubman Gill, and with that boundary, as Zawali said, 17 for the loss of 1 wicket. And we've got a lot of people along with Sumitra Sahu and Hulash Golcha supporting Kolkata Knight Riders, and Shubham Maheshwari as well with Kolkata Knight Riders and Unnati Patel. Rehan Hasmi, a very warm welcome to Cricket Lounge. And we have well, someone asking about Gautam Rawat asking which app can you hear this lounge live, and it's on Sports Flashes, available on Android and iOS. Along with that, if you have to watch it, then I'm afraid there are other platforms, but to listen, this is where you can get it on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. Well, we got Robichan Bacha, who's supporting Kolkata Knight Riders, and as expected, it's Kagiso Rabada who's now been handed the ball. 3 overs, 17 for 1, and Rabada starts off with a perfect delivery. We're right in line with the off and middle, and played defensively by Robin Uthappa. I think once Delhi do get a few wickets here, the problem will come in with Andre Russell and the man who's come in as well, Carlos Brathwaite. Remember, 4 sixes off for the first 4 deliveries of the final over in that World T20 final of Ben Stokes to get England that win. And Sapnash Chetri, no Sandeep today, as he's been replaced by none other than Kemo Paul in the playing 11. But this time Robbie goes inside out through the offside, and that will be a boundary for Robin Uthappa and Kolkata Knight Riders. 21 for 1.
What a shot that was by Robin Uthappa. He moves on to 9 with that 12 deliveries, and Shubman Gill is on 11 of 7. But I think Kagiso Rabada might not be too deflated with that, because he was not in complete control. He did go for the inside out shot. It took a slide of his top edge, and it went for the boundary just enough. I would say Prithvi Shaw was the man who was running behind it, but I think it's important for Kolkata Knight Riders that these two batsmen make the most of the power play, because if Delhi Capitals keep them under 40-45 in 6 overs, and they'll be quite pleased with it.
Well, absolutely, and if they get another wicket, they'll be delighted. Will be Delhi Capitals. Dilip Pokhrel is loving commentary. This is Cricket Lounge, and thank you very much, Dilip. Along with that, we've got Rehan asking who's the man dismissed. It was Joe Denley, the man playing his first contest and in this IPL, and he was bowled at the very, very first delivery. Yes, Bharat, that's what we've been thinking. Is this the IPL or the Caribbean League? Because every West Indian has been on a song in this edition of the IPL. Whether it be Andre Russell, whether it be Alzari Joseph, whether it be Sunil Narayan, now Karan Pollard as well, doing it for Mumbai Indians. But unfortunately, it is Bravo who's missing out for Chennai due to an injury. And Robichan Bacha says 100% KKR will win, along with Shubham Maheshwari. And we've got Ashok Karki saying Delhi will lose because there's no Sandeep Lamechane.
I think you can see the connection for the Delhi Capitals fans. I think an entire nation is supporting Delhi Capitals just because of that one player.
Right, absolutely.
So you can just see the beauty of the IPL. But if we talk about Joe Delhi over here, he got out on the very first delivery. A cracker of an in-swinging delivery by Ishant Sharma, hit the off stump. If we talk about that, then there's an interesting stat given over here that there are 6 players who have got out on a golden duck on their IPL debut. The first one is Jason, the 5 players. Okay, the Jason Holder is the first one. Sunil Narayan is also there. Manoj Tiwari, Aniruddhan Ghosh, and Joe Denley. So you can see that is an unwanted list to be in.
Absolutely. In the meantime, as we speak, another boundary of the bat of Robin Uthappa. This time he stares one down through towards third man and collects the third boundary of the over. One through the offside, one flicked away towards backward square leg, and now one towards third man for 4. Expensive over this, turning out to be from Kagiso Rabada. 12 runs off it, 4 overs gone, 29 for 1. Satish Kumar says Delhi will win, and Sabana Chetri says Sandeep is not playing, so they will be supporting Kolkata Knight Riders today, while Unnati Pandey says awesome commentary, sir. Thank you, Unnati. And we will also Delhi Dilwaluki is what Bharat Batra says, and Bharat is also saying 200% it will be Delhi Capitals who will win this contest. 4 overs gone, 29 for 1, 11 for Shubman Gill, 17 for Robin Uthappa, and the man dismissed was Joe Denley of the very first ball of this contest. And the boundaries continue to flow for Kolkata Knight Riders. This time off the bat of Shubman Gill, flicks one through mid-wicket and collects a boundary of Ishant Sharma's first delivery of the over.
Well, I really hope Kolkata Knight Riders don't revert back to the decision whenever Chris Lane and Sunil Narayan get back to the best, because if you do not give Shubman Gill an opportunity up the order, then you are making a mistake. This man is a batsman to look out for in the future, quoted by Virat Kohli himself, who said that I wasn't even half as good as he was in the nets. So coming from at that age, so yeah. You can see a big statement by a big legend of Team India. The score moves on to 33 for the loss of 1 wicket in 4.1 overs, and Kolkata Knight Riders have seemed to gain some momentum over here after a horrible start, wicket at the first ball, but now they're back on track. 33 for 1, the runs are coming, the boundaries are coming. 4.1 overs have been bowled. Ishant Sharma has gone for 9 runs in his 2 overs.
Once again now in line with the mids, flicked away, wanting a single, yes and a no, but in the end will remain as a dot ball. 33 for 1 for Kolkata Knight Riders after 4.2 overs in the previous delivery. The last one that Ishant Sharma bowled was 140.2 kilometers per hour. And yes, there Carlos Brathwaite is playing today. Anil Bhai, he's been included in the playing 11. So 2 big burly West Indians for Kolkata Knight Riders. Obviously Dre Russ, Dr. Andre Russell along with Carlos Brathwaite. No Sunil Narayan though, but obviously they still have the Jamaican flavour. In the meantime, another one flicked away through towards fine leg. One bounce and into the fence for 4. Another boundary off the over for Shubman Gill, and poor bowling this from Ishant Sharma, bowling on the pad and being hit for another 4.
What a beautiful shot that was by Shubman Gill, and you can see that this batsman is going to have the time of his life over here, because he's finally got an opportunity to bat up the order. It was a poor delivery, he just needed to time it, and boy did he time it to perfection. A big boundary for Kolkata Knight Riders. The score moves on to 37 after that boundary, and his strike rate, Shubman Gill's strike rate, moves on to 190. 4.3 overs have been bowled, and Ishant Sharma seems to have lost that momentum which he gained in the very first over. He is bowling wayward now. 2.3 overs, 13 runs have come out from his over, and 1 wicket has been taken. And if we talk about this innings, then 8 boundaries have already come in 5 overs. So Kolkata Knight Riders need not despair after that first wicket.
Absolutely, I think it was just that first delivery that went against Kolkata Knight Riders. Apart from that, it's all been Kolkata Knight Riders. And Dilip Pokhrel says it looks like all the Nepalese are supporting Kolkata because Sandeep Lamichhane hasn't been included in the playing 11. Well, it certainly seems like that to me as well. Ganesh Shreta, and along with that Pankaj Yadav, as far as the regulars of the Indian team are concerned. And we've got Bhuvneshwar Kumar being hammered all around the park. Shami has bowled well, so that's another positive for the Indian side that will be picked up for the World Cup. 9 of this over already, 4 deliveries bowled, make that 10 of 5 as another single is picked up by Robin Uthappa. A couple of boundaries for Shubman Gill in this over. 20 of 11 deliveries for Gill, and Kolkata Knight Riders have raced away to 39 for 1. We've got Monu Barupal saying 168 is what Kolkata Knight Riders will score. Syed Shabir Ahmed supporting Kolkata Knight Riders here. And all of you who are tuned in, let me know, what do you think will be the score at the end of the power play? End of 6 overs, how many runs will Kolkata Knight Riders score? At the moment it's 39 for 1 after 4.5 overs.
And the reason why this game is important for the Kolkata Knight Riders is also because they need to end their over-reliance on Andre Russell. There are people speculating that there's a lot of burden on Andre Russell, but in the meanwhile, That was a good shot by Shubman Gill, but good field placement. There was a fielder at the deep. Shikhar Dhawan, just the one taken. The score moves on to 40 for the loss of 1 wicket in 5 overs. Coming back to the topic of Andre Russell, there's a lot of speculation that people are saying that there's a lot of over-reliance on Andre Russell. Talking about Kolkata Knight Riders batting lineup, then it is one of the finest and it runs deep, but they have not been able to be as cohesive as possible, because on their day it's either Nitish Rana who's performing, it's either Dinesh Karthik who's performing. They haven't functioned as a batting unit. I hope that today they prove it wrong. Nitish Rana, Dinesh Karthik, Shubman Gill has had an impressive start. Robin Uthappa as well also, might be able to assist Andre Russell.
Absolutely, and the start certainly lays a foundation at all. And Dilip Pokhrel says 200 plus is what they will score. We've got Davy Day tuning in onto our YouTube feed. A very warm welcome to all. 5 overs gone. It's 40 for the loss of 1 wicket. Kolkata Knight Riders, and 11 runs coming out that over of Ishant Sharma. So he's now bowled 3 overs, 1 maiden, 16 and a wicket. Those are his figures at the moment. And save Rabada for Russell. Don't give an over to him now, says Bharat Batra. Absolutely, I'd do that as well, because remember, either you have a leg spinner troubling Andre Russell, or you have Kagiso Rabada. In Delhi certainly don't have a leg spinner today with the absence of Sandeep Lamechhane. Sandeep not playing, so I think it's a good point, a valid point by Bharat to keep Kagiso Rabada safe and restored for Andre Russell. Hulash Goja says 48 for 1 will be the score at the end of the power play. We'll just have to wait and watch. At the moment, it's 40 for the loss of 1 wicket. As Akshar Patel is bowling a new over. He's started off well. He's bowled 3 deliveries so far, and he's just conceded 1 run at the moment. So it's moved on to 41 for the loss of 1 wicket.
And even though Akshar Patel started his campaign quite poorly, he got smashed for over 40 runs in his first game against the Mumbai Indians. If you look at his IPL figures, 72 games, he has taken 64 wickets with a best of 4 for 21. And if you look at his form in the previous 2 games, he has impressed quite a few against quite a few of his fans against Sunrisers Hyderabad Yes, against Sunrisers Hyderabad, he bowled pretty well. So I think he might have a point to prove over here. And there was a time for Kings 11 Punjab when he was retained, and he was supposed to be one of the trump cards, but it didn't pay off. He was later released by that franchise. He has now come to Delhi, and after a couple of matches for Delhi, he has now seemed to got back to his groove. He's now just conceded 1 run in his over. 5 deliveries have been bowled, a good over. Let's see if he ends it on a positive note for Delhi. And yes, he does. No run taken over there. Delhi, the Kolkata Knight Riders are now on 41 for the loss of 1 wicket. 6 overs have been bowled. Robin Uthappa is on 18 of 20 deliveries. Shubman Gill is on 22 of 15 deliveries. 4 boundaries by him, batting at a strike rate of 146.67. And Akshar Patel just got done with his over, just gave away 1 run.
Excellent over by Akshar Patel, a tight one. And we have Anil Bhai saying 52 for 1 will be the score at the end of power play. Unfortunately, it's just 41 for the loss of 1 wicket. Sagar Seth says 155 will be the score for Kolkata Knight Rider. Basant Kawar also says 155 for 8. Salim Bhatt supporting Delhi Capitals. And apart from that, Sandeep Lamechhane today, thus he's not playing Ashok Kakri. And apart from that, SNP Entertainment is very, very sad that Sandeep Lamechhane hasn't been included in the playing 11. Sujal Bhurtel, very warm welcome. And at the moment, Brahma Jaiswal says 189 is what the Kolkata Knight Riders will score. Well, 6 overs have been bowled. It's 41 for the loss of 1 wicket, with 22 coming off the bat of Gill and Robin Uthappa on 18. And now with the power play overs done, Delhi Capitals will have the luxury of spreading the field around, but that doesn't stop the flow of runs. As another glorious cover drive, but this time only a couple of runs here for Kolkata Knight Riders, and Robin Uthappa through towards deep extra cover.
And talking about the YouTube comments, there is an interesting comment over here. Bharat Batra says that all cricket pundits are on the live chat. Well, everyone is entitled to their opinion, so please feel free to give your best 11. The player who will be able to perform for your team, it's an open show. But coming back to the game, Akimo Paul has just bowled a no ball on his second delivery, so Robin Uthappa will look to smash it for a big six, because the score as of now is 45 for the loss of 1 wicket in 6.1 overs. And yes, he has overstepped. He needs to be careful about that. Kolkata Knight Riders seem to have got a really good start over here, and Kimo Paul, he had been rested for 3 games straight, and it's an important game for him as well.
Yes, he's coming back into the side, so certainly would want to impress. With the single being taken, the Delhi Capitals can now change the field. Had the single not been taken, the field had to remain the same. And we've got SP Entertainment, obviously, who is sad that there was no Lamichhane for Delhi. He's saying that Delhi will lose. In the meantime, it's a big one from Robin Uthappa. Free hit, and that's been smashed out of the park for a 6. 51 for 1, length delivery to Robin Uthappa, giving him room. That's asking for trouble, and all the Nepali fans are certainly turned against Delhi Capitals because there is no Sandeep Lamichhane that has been included in the side.
And if you look at that shot, then Robin Uthappa is one of those few batsmen who can pull you straight to long on, and that was a trademark Robin Uthappa. What a shot that was. Kimo Paul needs to take his lessons over here. He has come back well in the next delivery, just the 1-run take. His score moves on to 52 for the loss of 1 wicket in 6.3 overs, and both batsmen are now level when talking about the score. 25 is Robin Uthappa's score, while he's on 24 as of now of 21 deliveries, while Shubman Gill is on 25 of 17 balls. So Kolkata Knight Riders have sort of got a really good start over here, and I'm sure they'll be eyeing that 180-190 target, especially with these two batsmen batting really well, and while also taking into consideration that Andre Russell is also will also make a mark. But if you look at Shubman Gill, he is not going to stop over here. Another beautifully timed shot. He didn't even punch it this time. He just deflected it towards point, and that went for a boundary. What an outfield Eden Gardens has. 56 for 1 in 6.4 overs.
It's one of the quicker outfields in Delhi, and just outside the off stump, and opens the face of the bat, guides it away, does Shubman Gill, using Kimo Paul's pace against him, and gets another boundary. So expensive over this, turning out to be again for Delhi Capitals. 56 for the loss of 1 wicket. Partnership worth 56 of just 40 deliveries, and 30 is what Gill has moved up to with that single, while Robin Uthappa is on 25, and we've got Mohammad Zahirul Islam along with Anil Bhai saying power play was wasted, but certainly the flow of runs hasn't stopped, and Delhi will. All Nepal fans are cheering for Kolkata Knight Riders, says Bharat Rana. Sumitra Sahu says Robin will score 50 and plus runs today, and so does Ashok Karki, says it will be a good showing from Robin Uthappa. Nice hit from Uthappa, absolutely. I think DC remembers Sandeep Lamichhane this time. Well, Sanjeev Kesey, he is not in the playing 11 today, but I certainly would want to see him in the playing 11. Sandeep Lamichhane, what a talent he has been as Sandeep, as the score moves up to 58 for 1 with another single after 7 overs. And talking about Sandeep Lamichhane, he's picked up 29 wickets in 2019 T20 cricket, and that's the second most by any player this year. Wahab Riaz of Pakistan picked up 33 wickets in 2019 from 23 matches, while Sandeep's 29 have come from 25 matches, which includes the conceding it at
knew that wasn't his spot, but irrespective of that, Dinesh Karthik and the team management backed him to play each and every game, and now you just look at him. He was patient enough to get an opportunity to open the innings for Kolkata Knight Riders, and that has paid dividends for Kolkata Knight Riders and Shubman Gill, because he moves on to 30 of just 19 deliveries. So it's very important to back your player, and I'm also quite confused as to why they aren't playing Amit Mishra either. So because either of the two, they're match winners, Amit Mishra as well as Sandeep Lamichhane.
I think he's got about 3 hat-tricks as well as Amit Mishra. I think a couple of them, or at least one, has come at Virosha Kotla. He's picked up a lot of wickets in the IPL. In fact, he was second most. He was going to pick up, if he picked up a wicket today, would have been his 150th wicket, but he also is not playing, is Amit Mishra. We got TV Nepal supporting Kolkata Knight Riders. Mohan Hegre loves our commentary. Thank you very much, Mohan. Continue the love. While we got Gautam Gimire supporting Delhi, and that's, I think, the first person from Nepal who's still supporting Delhi despite Sandeep Lamichhane not being in the playing 11. Arzish Awan has tuned in along with Ramji Lal Deshwal and Krik Hussain, and we've got Pavitra Aryal who's saying it. The DC will certainly lose today. Ghulam Khan and Rahul Jaiswal supporting KKR. Anil Bhai supporting Delhi Capitals. So obviously we got supporters from both camps on our feed. Shyam Lal Meena and 62 for 1 is the score as Akshar Patel continues to bowl another fine over. 8 overs gone. It's 62 for 1 and another good tight over. Just 4 runs coming off it.
Just 5 runs coming off that over in Akshar Patel. In totality, I was talking about that. In 2 overs, he has given 5 runs and he has bowled quite well. Just goes to show that if you had the extra spin instead of Keemo ball, I think that would have been the ideal choice. But the Delhi management has made some questionable decisions on whom to include and whom to not, because there were games against Chennai Super Kings when Amit Mishra was playing that game. It was a low and slow surface. There was quite a hint of turn. Amit Mishra was playing that game. Sandeep Lamachene was not. Against Hyderabad, again the same wicket. It was a low and slow surface with a lot of turn. Sandeep Lamachene was in the playing 11, but Amit Mishra wasn't. So it's just quite odd to notice that these two players rarely feature in tandem, because you can see the success rate that Team India has when Yuzvendra Chahal and Kuldeep Yadav bowl. So why can't you pair these two bowlers in one team for a match?
Absolutely. And talking about Yuzvendra Chahal and Kuldeep Yadav, they've done so well, not just in India but overseas, in South Africa, in England, in Australia, in New Zealand. And wrist spinners certainly are the kind that will give you wickets. Tanya Kaur saying Shubman is playing very well. Absolutely he is. He's already raced away to 33 of 22 deliveries. Prasanjit says KKR will score 200 plus, while Sagar Seth says 180 will be the score. A wonderful straight drive, but good fielding by Rabada in his own follow through. Sticks out his right leg and stops the ball from going any further. Sumitra Sahu says 100 will be up in over number 12, and Dhawan will score 100 and Delhi will win, says Veer Singh. Ghulam Khan also is of the idea that KKR will score more than 200, and the way they are playing, I won't be surprised if they do as well. Along with Amir Shehzad, we've got a lot of people tuned in to our English feed. Thank you very much. It's 63 for 1, and apart from YouTube, you can catch us on Facebook and Twitter, along with our app Sports Flashes, as well as www.sportsflashes.com. Nishchal Chiral says 190 will be the score. Brahma Jaiswal, thank you very much. I've read your comments, sir. And we've got Somen Podar. What is the highest team score in the IPL? Well, are you asking about this season or overall? We've got records from 11 seasons. This is the 12th one. It will be very, very interesting. Laugh India Laugh says 170, while KKR will win according to Ram G. Lal Deshwal and SNP Entertainment, who's absolutely livid.
But that's gone. We'll have to get back because Kagiso Rabada has taken a wicket of Robin Uthappa. And we saw Rishabh Pant's athleticism against Kolkata Knight Riders in the previous game as well, and we get to see it again. That time it was Chris Lynn, the batsman, who was batting a short one bowled by Rabada. It hits the glove of Robin Uthappa, and Pant makes no mistake in making a well-timed jump and grasping it at the very final moment. A big wicket for the purple cap holder Kagiso Rabada and Delhi Capitals.
Excellent catch there by Rishabh Pant. There was a short delivery, took the glove and he timed his jump to perfection. A big wicket as the partnership was looking like it was taking the game away from Delhi Capitals, but Robbie Uthappa is gone for 28 and Kolkata Knight Riders are 63 for the loss of 2 wickets. 8.4 overs have been bowled, and it is Nitish Rana who has now come out to join Shubman Gill. The strategic timeout has been taken with the fall of that wicket. So quickly to tell you the score, and it is 63 for 2 after 8.4 overs. With the first strategic timeout being taken, that means it's time for us to take a quick break. We will be back very shortly as soon as action resumes at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata in this match number 26 of the IPL between Kolkata and Delhi. You stay tuned to Sports Flashes Cricket Lounge.
This is Sports Flashes live. Sports Flashes. It's time for Indian T20 Showdown. Stay tuned to Sports Flashes. You are listening to Sports Flashes Live.
Kohli finishes off in style. A magnificent strike into the crowd. India lift the World Cup. Pulls it back. Here's Ronaldo for the hat-trick. And Cristiano Ronaldo does it again.
Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel. You are tuned into Sports Flashes Radio.
And what a performance by the number 3 seed, Saina Nehwal, who tomorrow will contest a third All-England semi-final.
Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel. Sports Flashes. This is Sports Flashes Live.
The flying Finn from Helsinki is on his last lap, looking magnificently good for his 20th World Championship win.
Download Sports Flashes app or visit www.sportsflashes.com. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel. Sports Flashes. You are listening to Sports Flashes Live. Download Sports Flashes app or visit www.sportsflashes.com. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel. This is Sports Flashes Live. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel. Sports Flashes, everything about sports. You are tuned into Sports Flashes Radio. Sports Flashes Radio. World's biggest sports radio channel. Sports Flashes, the official broadcast partner of BCCI. Sports Flashes, everything about sports. You are listening to Sports Flashes Live. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel.
Welcome back to Cricket Lounge. It's Delhi Capitals at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata. 9 overs gone. It's 64 for the loss of 2 wickets. And Pramod Oman, Mohammad Jamil Hussain, who is thinking that Kolkata Knight Riders will win. Rahul Jaiswal supporting Shubman Gill. We got Reza Hassan along with Rahul Jaiswal, all supporting KKR, and Salim Bhatt supporting Delhi Capitals. Anil Bhai says Russell should be sent up the order. I don't agree. I think Russell is good when he comes in the last 4 to 5 overs to cause maximum damage. Nitish Rana is the new man in, and he's opened his account with the very first delivery. He's on 1 as Kemo Paul continues to bowl. That will be over number 10. First delivery worked away for a single at 65 for 2. And now with Delhi picking up those couple of wickets, it's important that they do not let KKR away from here.
And if you talk about the momentum, then that wicket of Robin Uthappa came at a very important time because they were running away with the game. It was 64 no loss in 8 overs, but Kagiso Rabada banged one in short. A slower bouncer. That was what a well executed delivery. This man just keeps on surprising it with his pace, his cleverness with the white leather, and that was a brilliant ball, but an even better catch taken from behind the stumps. But coming back to the game, Shubman Gill is someone who has really impressed each and every Indian supporter over here because he moves on to 35. What a beautiful cover drive that was. 2 runs taken. 67 for 2 is the score. Kemo Paul was really expensive in his previous over. He has, if you talk about his bowling figures, then 20 runs have come from 1.2 overs. And Nitish Rana on the other end has also had quite a few good innings in the IPL, 250s if I'm not mistaken, and he can also turn out to be a real threat for Delhi.
Absolutely. Gopal Mewara along with Shankar Gimire. Shankar supporting Delhi Capitals here, and we've got Adarsha Gaming as well supporting Delhi Capital, while Ramji Lal Deshwal says my favourite team is Kolkata Knight Riders. Rahul Jaiswal supporting KKR. In the meantime, another single here for Kolkata Knight Riders, and that single takes the score up to 69 for the loss of 2 wickets. It's very important that KKR now don't lose their way. They've had a good start, and it'll be important they have a partnership going. Sandeep is the Sachin of Nepal, says Reza Hassan. I will not doubt that, absolutely not. This is the way, he's got Nepal on the world map of cricket, as Sandeep Lamichhane with his performances. 29 wickets in T20 cricket this year already for the youngster. And well, Mohan Hegde says find a method to control Russell. I doubt there is a method to control Russell, but there is a method. There has to be a method to the madness of Andre Russell though.
There is a method. You just bowl a perfectly delivered Yorker, and that is also quite difficult in cricket, because you saw that yesterday when Ben Stokes was trying to execute the Yorker in the final over. He could just land one Yorker to MS Dhoni, and that got him the wicket. But apart from that, he got smashed for 20 runs. So you can just see how difficult it is.
To execute a perfect Yorker is also a tough art. In the meantime, another good shot by Shubman Gill, this time straight down the ground. It's coming back for the second. Is Nitish Rana? Will that be a direct hit? No, it won't be. They'll complete the 2 as well. Excellent running between the wickets, and this is turning out to be an expensive over. Well, not as expensive as the previous ones that he's bowled as Kemo Paul, but still he's given away 7 runs off the first 5 deliveries. 71 for 2, and Gabbar Karan Kumar says Delhi will win today. And we've got Mohammad Alam along with Loving Garden, and Sri Sai Communications want Dhawan to do well, because, and then we've got Adarsha Gaming wants Delhi Capitals to win the match along with Basant Kumar, and 810 SK says 200 is what KKR will score. Thank you all of you. You getting keep sending your comments in, and never control Dre Ross says Abhi Abhay, and Binay Lamichhane. Why Sandeep and Amit are not playing, I am not sure, Binay, but I would have wanted both of them in my team. But if I can only have one, then it'll be a pick, or it'll be a difficult choice, because Amit Mishra is very experienced and Sandeep Lamichhane is equally talented as well.
Yeah, right. And coming back to one more comment, saying Debnath says Korbal or Bajit Puro, so that's one optimistic Kolkata Knight Riders fan, because if we talk about the score, it's 72 for the loss of 2 wickets in 10 overs, and the Delhi Capitals have seemed to have controlled it up a notch. If you talk about the partnership, it's of 9 runs between Shubman Gill and Nitish Rana. Robin Uthappa was the last man to walk back to the dugout, bowled by a good bounce by Kagiso Rabada, got the glove, and then Rishabh Pant did the rest from behind the stumps. Shubman Gill, we were talking about him. He was coming down the middle at number 6 or 7, and his highest before today in this IPL was an unbeaten score of 18 runs. That came against the Sunrisers Hyderabad. So you could just see the levels of comparison between being sent down the order and being sent out to open.
Absolutely, Eddie. When you promote a batsman up the order, it instills them with a lot more confidence that yes, my skipper has a lot of faith in me. It's Ishan Sharma who's been brought back into the attack to bowl over number 11. 72 for 2. A slow delivery down the leg side, well, hits the pad, will not be given as a wide. So a dot delivery for Ishan Sharma to start off his final over. 3.1 overs, 16 for 1 his figures so far, and in the last 4 overs Delhi Capitals have given away just 31 runs, and they've picked up a wicket as well, winning the toss and electing to field first. The way the Delhi Capitals started, they were very, very happy getting the wicket of Joe Denley of the very first ball of the contest, but then it was that partnership between Robin Uthappa and Shubman Gill that got them to 64 before. It was Robin Uthappa gone for 28. 3 is what Nitish Rana is on, and Ishan Sharma continues to bowl down the leg side, and that's another wide there that will be called. KKR will score 180, says Sagar Seth. Gurvinder Singh, thank you very much. And we've got Anil Bhai saying Shubman Gill will not get a run at the World Cup team. Doesn't matter how many he scores in the IPL. Shambhu Shah supporting Delhi along with Sri Sai Communications, and we've got Mahanarayan Yadav saying my favorite team is Mumbai, but today he's supporting Kolkata Knight Riders. Well, Manharan Yadav, Mumbai will be in action tomorrow when they take on Rajasthan Royals.
At the Wankhede, so tomorrow it's going to be a double header. The first game will be between Mumbai Indians and the Rajasthan Royals, but coming back to this game, it's 74 for 2. And talking about the discipline of the Delhi bowlers, it has been quite good because only 3 extras have come so far in 10.2 overs. Just the one no ball and 2 wides by Ishant. The one no ball kind of Kimo Paul's over by the 2 wides coming by from Ishant Sharma's end. Nitish Rana is the man on strike. He's on 3 of 3 deliveries, and you could see that Shubman Gill might be edging to his first 50 in the IPL. He moves on to 40 of 29 deliveries, and coming back to the points table, Kolkata Knight Riders reside at second with 8 points in 6 games, while Delhi are currently at 6, but they could go at 4th if they win this match, well above Kings 11 Punjab, because they are at 6 in 6, winning 3, losing 3. So,
but they'll have a better net run rate than 11 Punjab, so they'll move into the 4th position with Delhi Capitals. Excellent spot that, Wali. I was thinking they'll move into the 5th position, but yes, net run rate favouring Delhi Capitals here, and now it's been driven away towards the sweeper cover. Another single here for Kolkata Knight Riders. I think Delhi will not mind giving away those singles. Nitish Rana moves up to 4 of 4. KKR 75 for the loss of 2 wickets. Shubham Patna says 100% Delhi will win. And Mohan Hegde, thank you so much for your comment about how the quality of our service is. Arjun Rajput wants KKR to win, and Satyanarayan Reddy says 110 will be the score for the loss of 6 wickets. And apart from that, we've got Jagpal Singh and Arjun Rajput saying Pant will fail again today, and Ramji Lal saying according to his idea KKR will win this contest. Well, we'll have to wait and see if that happens. And like me and Wali, Shubham Patna, your favorite team is also Delhi Capital. Mohan, my name is Karthik Sinha, and with me is the young boy Wali Siddiqui.
And Sunil Nutani from Ivory Coast is back. I hope you've said hello to Diego Drogba. We sent you a message last time around, but coming back to this game, it's 76 for the loss of 2 wickets in 10.4 overs. Nitish Rana is on 4 of 4 deliveries, while Shubman Gill is on 41. And if we talk about this over, it has been a good over by Ishant Sharma. Just the 4 runs coming off the 4 deliveries that he's bowled at. He has proved to be quite impressive. 3.4 overs, 20 runs given, and 1 wicket coming off the very first ball of the game. And if you look at that, what keeping by Rishabh Pant, there was an inside edge by Nitish Rana, and it would have rushed to the boundary, but Rishabh Pant proving his worth from behind this time. He is an athletic personality. Do not go over his appearance, because he is one athletic bloke, and I hope he just makes it count with the bat this time around.
Well, it's an excellent stop there by Rishabh Pant, and I think we've never had problem with Rishabh Pant as far as keeping 2 pacers is concerned. It's the problem with the spinners that Kavin Deepak Kumar is tuning in English on YouTube for the first time. Very warm welcome, Deepak Kumar. Mustafa Farooqi along with Kamaluddin Khan and Prabhuram Chaudhary. Prabhuram supporting Delhi Capitals. We've got Basant Kumar saying 180 will be the score, and Arshid Ahmed and Geeta Paik. A very, very warm welcome to all. And Geeta Paik supporting KKR. Othappa out good, says Ashok Kakri, who was obviously here for Sandeep Lamichhane, but unfortunately Sandeep is not playing today. Another wide here, bowled by Delhi Capitals bowler Ishant Sharma. So that takes the score to 77 now for the loss of 2 wickets. And do not fear Russell, control him with googlies. Mohan Hegde, that's the plan, but unfortunately there are no leg spinners.
Rahul Tewatia is there.
Rahul Tewatia is there. I doubt Rahul Tewatia can actually control Dre Russ. And we got Pinda Ali Jatt supporting Kolkata Knight Riders. Prakash Paudel says 156 is what KKR will score. Indrajit Vishkarma and Shambhu Shah, welcome to Cricket Lounge.
And Abhi is also with us, and he is thinking that it's actually happening within the stadium as well. So thank you for that, Abhi. And if we talk about the score, it's 77 for the loss of 2 wickets, and the over is concluded with a dot ball by Ishant Sharma. And if we talk about the last 5 overs, then the Delhi Capitals have managed to contain Kolkata Knight Riders. Just 36 runs coming in the final in the previous 5 overs. Talking about the score, it's 77 for the loss of 2 wickets. Shubman Gill is on 41 of 30 deliveries, 5 boundaries coming, most of them coming in the power play, while Nitesh Rana is on 4 of 6 deliveries. And I just think that when Sunil Narayan gets fit, the perfect opening pair would be Sunil Narayan and Shubman Gill, don't you think?
Well, absolutely. I think Shubman Gill is a waste of talent when he's being sent down the other. Vinod Lama, today we support KKR and not anymore to Delhi Capitals. Obviously, we understand that because Sandeep Lamachane has not been picked, and we've got Pankaj Yadav, Animul Ansari, all of you tuned in, and Sunil Notani. Well, I'm not very sure what's happening in the Hindi box because I'll tell the boys to speak to you as well, but in English feed you are always welcome, a valued listener for us. And Deepak Kumar along with Kamaljeet Katwa and Muram Kaleb saying Kolkata Knight Riders will score 180. And we've got Chama Dheeraj Pandey asking our names. Well, I'm Karthike, and who's with me?
Well, you said Diki over here, but coming back to the game, Akshar Patel is back to bowl his third over, and he has bowled quite well as well, because in his 2 overs he's just given 5 runs. A single taken off his first delivery over here by Shubman Gill. He just pulled it, but Delhi Capitals have seemed to bowl at quite a tight line in length. There were a few wayward deliveries, especially in Keema Paul's over, and but they've seemed to contain Kolkata Knight Riders. And talking about the last 25 deliveries, and 20 runs have come off from them. And if you talk about Kolkata Knight Riders, more than the spinners, I guess it's the pacers who will have to do their magic today, because it's a good surface to bowl at. It's a hard deck, and Lockie Ferguson finally getting his way back into the team, along with Prasidh Krishna, who has been a revolution for Kolkata Knight Riders. They might have an opportunity to pick some wickets over here for the hosts.
Absolutely. 79 for 2 now, and you're talking about Lockie Ferguson. Every time you say his name, it reminds me of that player from the Lagan 11, Smith, with the moustache. In the meantime, an excellent shot by Shubman Gill. Dances down the track and hits one over the side screen for a maximum. Moves up to 48. Wonderful timing, wonderful use of his feet, and number 306 in this season's IPL. And what a shot this from the young man.
What a shot that was, and there's only one more player who plays an identical shot to that, and I'm sure it reminds you of Virat Kohli, because his shots are quite similar, but it's too soon to compare. And talking about Shubman Gill, he's finally got to his best. He's on 49 of 33 deliveries, and there's a reason why the Kolkata Knight Riders bought him for a heavy price. The score moves on to 85 for the loss of 2 wickets in 11.3 overs. That 6 must have eased the nerves of the Kolkata Knight Riders, because the pressure was building. And Akshar Patel now bowling his 5th delivery of the over, 2.4 overs, 15 runs given, and that was a good delivery. No runs taken over there. Projected score, if we talk about it, it might be 145, but Kolkata Knight Riders will be looking well beyond that.
Well, absolutely. Looking at the wicket, I think 145 may not be enough. It's a wonderful batsman's paradise, and another wild heave by Rana is beaten, and that's the end of the over. 12 overs gone. It's 86 for the loss of 2 wickets. Kolkata Knight Riders with Gagandeep and Harishan Banjara, and we've got Mohan Hegde. Can I meet you, sir? If yes, where? Well, Mohan, we're based in Delhi. If you're in Delhi, do let us know. It'd be lovely to catch up with you. Indra is supporting Kolkata. We got Anju Yadav, and along with that Tahir Raza saying 190 will be the score. And we got Ashish Magar missing Sandeep Lamachane, absolutely. And Anju Yadav saying Delhi will win. Kishore Malkok is saying hello Kishore, welcome back to Cricket Lounge. And Sameem Ahmed is supporting Kolkata Knight Riders to win today, and it'll be very, very interesting how things go on from here in the remaining overs. Well, Sunil Notani says wish Gill will make a ton today, he deserves it. Well, the way he's batted certainly does, but I'm not very sure if there's enough time left for him. 12 overs have already been bowled. Rag Raf and Abhi Abhay, very warm welcome. And we've got Gokul Lamachane and Loving Garden all tuned in. Arshad Khan. In the meantime, it's Chris Morris who's been handed the ball, and the first delivery is worked away to his third man. 50 up for Shubman Gill. What a knock. You put him on top of the order and he will perform.
like I was saying, a player to look out for, and he has proved his worth once he was given the nod ahead of Sunil Narayan and Chris Lynn opening the innings for Kolkata Knight Riders. And this is his second IPL 50, the first coming against the Chennai Super Kings, the second coming against the Delhi Capitals today, and both of them have come at the Eden Gardens. So a good innings by the youngster Shubman Gill. What a beautiful knock of 50 of just 34 deliveries. The score moves on to 87 for the loss of 2 wickets. Nitesh Rana on the other end is on 5 of 9 deliveries, and I think he may have to just accelerate a bit over here.
Absolutely. Good opportunity given to Gill according to Abhay, and that should have been done. We got Priyanka Patel along with Anuranjan Kumar tuning in from Bihar. Rohit Lodhi and Sushil Kumar, who says Delhi Capital win will, along with the RB Verma. And once again, I have to say, what a knock this by the young man Shubman Gill, right at the top of the order. 50 of just 34 deliveries. 87 for 2 Kolkata Knight Riders. And now Rana goes for the big hit. It's in the air. There's a fielder getting underneath it, and it clears the boundary. Could have easily been taken had this been a bigger ground. Clears Dhawan into the deep mid-wicket stand for a maximum.
Just had enough legs on it, and he did not middle that. Nitesh Rana continues to struggle, but that will do him a word of good. And he almost got caught. Shikhar Dhawan was the man at the deep, but had it been a more athletic fielder of the sorts of Kairan Parhar or someone else, I think that would have been taken, but I think that would be too harsh on Shikhar Dhawan. 63 meters 6, it was a short boundary over there, and with that 6, Kolkata Knight Riders score moves on to 93, but he comes back with a brilliantly bowled Yorker, almost identical to the one that Kagiso Rabada bowled to Andre Russell. What a delivery that was.
And he's bowled him. Rana is gone after a massive 6. It's in fact it's Chris Morris who strikes and picks up the wicket, and that's a big wicket. He was looking dangerous there, was Nitesh Rana. A pinch perfect Yorker, and that's done the trick here. He's gone. He's delighted as Chris Morris, and a big wicket. And Vinay Lamichan is saying, Rabada, where are you? Well, I think Delhi Capitals are holding Rabada back for the Russell Storm. But we've got Gurvinder Singh and Ashok Karki, who's from Kuwait, tuned in. Mohammad Jahangir and Vijay Yadav saying Delhi will win today. Well, you want Andre Russell, do you? But we will have to see who comes out. Will it be Dinesh Karthik or will it be Andre Russell? Abhay, you want Dre Russ to come out and bat? We'll have to wait and see if that happens. And yes, bowled him as Chris Morris, and he's gone for 11 is Nitesh Rana.
And talking about the score, is 93 for the loss of 3 wickets in 12.4 overs. Shubman Gill is on 50 of 34, but he lost his partner over there. Earlier it was Joe Denley on the very first ball bowled, and then it was followed by Robin Thappa, who got caught behind by Rishabh Pant, and now it was Nitesh Rana who got bowled by Chris Morris. 3 different bowlers, first Ishant Sharma, then Kagiso Rabada, and then Chris Morris, the 3 bowlers to take wickets for the Delhi Capitals. So they have bowled quite well, and now the big man is in.
The big burly West Indian hit is Andre Russell, who's been sent out to bat, and was greeted with a short bouncer straight away by Chris Morris. And will that be given as a wide? Yes, it seems now, or yes, has it been? I'm not very sure, but straight away short delivery to Andre Russell. And look at that strike rate for Andre Russell, 184.1. That's the strike rate for him in IPL. And there are a few stats about Dre Russ that I'd want to read. Andre Russell's batting average in 2019, this IPL, is 128.5. He scored 257 runs in 5 innings with the help of 5 40-plus scores, as he's 17 fours and 25 sixes at an average of 212.13. And once again now Dre Russ looking to go big, but almost losing his wicket away. Yorker and delivery from Chris Morris. So Delhi knows that they'll have to bowl Yorkers if they have to stay safe against the might of Andre Russell.
And that was another good Yorker ball by Chris Morris over there, but he just dug it at the very last moment, Andre Russell. And that is the best strategy. You have to perfect your Yorker length deliveries against this man, because he can smash you for big sixes. And that was another brilliantly delivered Yorker, and He has done his homework. He has practiced those Yorkers, Chris Morris, because you can't give it all to Kagiso Rabada. You have to compliment him from the other end. 95 for 3 after that, taking a single on the very last ball, and a good comeback by Chris Morris after being smashed for a 6 by Rana.
Absolutely, and Sabiullah Ansari supporting Kolkata Knight Riders, Sandeep Sani as well, and Sunil Lotani, I read your comment. I am one of the old boys, and Wali, certainly a BBC boy with his English accent. Harishan supporting Kolkata Knight Riders, while Ashok Kakri finally supporting Delhi Capitals. I think you've forgotten the pain of Sandeep Lamichhane not playing, but Brados has a good record against Delhi Capitals as well. Averages 33.8, 169 runs from the 5 innings that he has played against Delhi Capitals. And Andre Russell, he has hit 56 sixes this year in T20 cricket. That's the most by any player. Karen Pollard also has 56, and these are the only player to have scored 50 plus sixes this year. And this year, Andre Russell has scored 606 runs with 250s at an average of 40.40 in the 20 innings in T20, 22 innings in T20 cricket. Akshar Patel is now bowling over number 14, and has been creamed away for 4. You cannot bowl short and wide to Andre Russell. You're asking for trouble, and Andre Russell cuts one away towards backward point for a boundary.
And this might turn out to be the over which brings out his best, because we know that he loves playing the spinners, and Akshar Patel, though he got struck for a boundary, a good comeback by him in the very next delivery. Just a single taken by Andre Russell. The score moves to 100. So Kolkata Knight Riders have reached to 100, and for the loss of 3 wickets in 13.3 overs. And if Delhi Capitals manage to take the big wicket of Andre Russell, you could just see they will be on top of the table.
That could absolutely be, a difference of about 30 to 40 runs if they get rid of Andre Russell early on. 100 for 3, and Akshar Patel now bowling to Shubman Gill. Gill goes big over mid wicket. Has he got hold of it? Of course he has. Into the crowd for another maximum. Another 6 here for Shubman Gill. What a knock this young boy is playing. 56 of just 35 deliveries, and Akshar Patel, well, he's been torn apart in this over. 11 runs already.
Well, Shubman Gill is easily saying, well, hey, not all the attention should be on Andre Russell, because I'm still over here, batting over here, smashed my 50, and now with that beautiful 6 over mid-wicket, I move on to 56, so please, some attention over here as well. And what a brilliant knock this young lad is playing for the Kolkata Knight Riders. Easily one of the best this season. 106 for the loss of 3 wickets in 13.4 overs. And though Akshar Patel seemed to bowl quite well in the previous overs, he is proving to be quite expensive over here, and that will be another boundary. That is the problem with Akshar Patel. He tends to be wayward whenever getting smashed, and another boundary down the leg. He moves on to 60 of 36. I think our attention should be on Shubman Gill more than Andre Russell.
Absolutely. Russell has just come out to bat, but it is Shubman Gill who's doing a lot of damage. Another poor delivery down the leg side, and Parrell swept away through towards fine leg for 4. We've got Ram Jani supporting Delhi Capitals, and Priyank Srivastav along with Umesh Patel, who's supporting Delhi. Now he goes out, it's in the air, but there's no one there at the boundary rope, and just a single there for Shubman Gill. What an expensive over this has turned out to be. 111 for 3 after 14 overs. 16 runs coming from that over of Akshar Patel. He's now bowled his quota of 4 overs, giving away 30 runs and yet to pick up a wicket. Jitendra Rana, Karan Prajapat, and we got RDX Verma saying KKR will win. Shankar Gimira says Russell out. Yeah, we'll have to get him out if Delhi have to win. And we got Ram Jani and Abhay saying not Russell but Russ 6. Obviously that's all he's been scoring. Rakesh Kumar and Shubham Patna along with Anil Bhai and Pawan Kumar, and Raina BPS says KKR will score 183 for the loss of 7 wickets. Loving Garden, Sudesh Kumar and Suraj Jana, all very warm welcome. Manish Chaudhary to the Cricket Lounge. And we have certainly some predictions coming in. Hassan Mir says KKR will score 180, 190. Sagar Seth scores 180 as well. While RDS Verma says Delhi will lose the match. We need to get rid of Gill, according to a few of our listeners. And Certainly not just Gill, Ashok Kakri, not Gill, but Andre Russell as well. Devendra Saini is tuned in from Poland and says KKR will score 175. SS Creation says 185 to 90 is what KKR will score. But Kimo Paul starts an over, and that's again been hit for a 4. First delivery worked away for a boundary, and well, things are not looking good for Delhi just the way Shubman Gill is batting. I think if he bats like this till the 20th over, he might just get his 100.
And what a well-deserved 100 that would be, because I think Delhi Capitals prepared for Andre Russell, but Shubman Gill just came out of syllabus for them. What a shot that was. Cheekiness mixed with good timing over there. A late cut on Kimo Ball's first delivery, and the last 13 balls have been quite expensive for Delhi. 29 runs in the last 13 balls. But finally, Shubman Gill has to depart. That was another poor delivery. He tried whipping that over square leg, but Akshar Patel was standing over there. An easy catch for him, and the score moves on to 115 for the loss of four wickets, and a big wicket for the Delhi Capitals.
Absolutely, not a wicket-taking delivery, that's for sure. Poor one down the leg side, flicks it away, and it's Akshar Patel who was at short fine leg, completes the catch. And hard luck, Shubman Gill batting very well before he got dismissed. 65 of his 39 deliveries caught by Akshar Patel off the bowling of Kimo Paul, and that's 115 for 4. We're into over number 15, and what does that mean? That means it is Andre Russell territory. Kishore Malkok says 211 for 6, and KKR will win. And SS Creation says Shubman Gill's wicket will go, and Ashok Kakri be happy. Gill is out. Arun Kothari says Gill will be dismissed in the next over. Well, he's dismissed in this over itself. Vinay Lamichane, though I didn't find most good performance by Akshar Patel and Kimo Paul. Yes, they haven't been very good today. They've been rather pedestrian. But in the end, it's Kimo Paul who's delivered the wicket. Asif Ahmed from Bangladesh is tuned in. He's saying the score will be 186. We'll have to wait and see at the end how many can Kolkata Knight Riders get. Manish Chaudhary and Abdul Hassan Khan, and Brathwaite has come. Well, is it Carlos Brathwaite, or will this end Dinesh Karthik? Abhay, we'll have to wait and see. But certainly the problem doesn't stop for Delhi Capitals here. They've got Andre Russell in the middle, and it is DK, the captain Dinesh Karthik, who's come out to bat, and Albi along with Manish Chaudhary. Wow, finally I am wrong. Well, Vinay Labijane, well, we're all humans, we can be wrong. Dinesh Karthik, more than 3,400 runs in IPL cricket, and he's got a striker of 128.4 in his 175 matches, and he's the man who's come out and he straight away opened his account with a single. So relatively two new men out there in the middle for KKR. Sandeep Lamichane at the boundary rope having a word with Shreyas Iyer. He's probably just saying that you should have played me. I would have done a better job than Kimo Paul or Akshar Patel. But in the end, Paul has got the wicket of Shubman Gill. And now one running down towards fine leg. That will be 4. Yes, it will be. Dre Russell gets another boundary. Will it be given as a leg by? We'll have to wait. Well, seems it's been given as off the bat. So the score moves to 120 for 4.
14.4 have been bowled, and Delhi just keep leaking the boundaries. So they are getting wickets at regular intervals, but if you keep chipping in with the boundaries, then Kolkata Knight Riders will go beyond 200, and that will be a difficult task to conquer, because it's a 120 for 4 in 14.4 overs, and getting Andre Russell's wicket would be the next big thing for the Delhi Capitals. Currently he's on 10 of 6 deliveries, and Kimo Paul has been poor today, and had Sandeep Ravichane or Amit Mishra, like you said, had been featured in today's game, then it would have been quite a positive thing for Delhi, because they're quite experienced when it comes to T20 cricket. They are wicket takers. Kimo Paul is still a rookie. He's just taken 4 wickets in his 5 games so far, and still a lot of room for improvement. But I guess it's the batting abilities of Kimo Paul that has impressed the management, though he hasn't done much in the matches. But I guess it's the nets where he has done something. And coming back to Dinesh Karthik, he is also a danger man for the Kolkata Knight Riders, because we know how he can finish things off for Kolkata.
Absolutely, gets a single. Does DK is very busy cricketer, loves to rotate the strike till he gets the bad balls, and SS Creation says DK will score around 40 to 60. And what am I saying? True drama. Delhi Capital win. Jitin N. says that. And nice ground, Eden Gardens, says Pawan Kumar. Absolutely, Pawan, a historic venue, an iconic venue, the Eden Gardens. One of the, at a point in time, it was one of the biggest venues in the world. Certainly the biggest venues in India as far as the capacity was concerned. But it has been toned down, trimmed down of late in the last few years to accommodate about 60 to 70,000 people. There was a time but about a lakh of people could enter the Eden Garden. We've got Wasim Khan and Anil Bhai, Ratan Singh, Vidya Manandhar, all asking for Sandeep, Sharif Khan supporting KKR. Well, 15 overs gone and it's 122 for the loss of 4 wickets at the moment the score. And Susan GHSP says 175 is what KKR will score. I think if Delhi can restrict them to 175, they'll be very pleased, because it's still Andre Russell out there, and they have Carlos Brathwaite, Syed Shamim. Andrew Russell is powerful hitter of T20 cricket, I think, absolutely. And Narendra Shakya says KKR a very nice team. And in the meantime, that's another wicket. This time Dinesh Karthik gone. Gabbar takes the catch, and Kagiso Rabada knows it wasn't a wicket taking delivery, but luck favours him. Full on the pads, flicked in the air and taken.
Well, you have to feel sorry for Dinesh Karthik, because he timed that to perfection, but had he not timed that, then it would have fallen short of Shikhar Dhawan. But due to that pure timing, hitting the middle of the bat, he just gives a catch, a simple catch to Shikhar Dhawan, who takes it with utmost ease. And another big wicket. Andre Russell is the man over there, but he just keeps losing his partners. The score moves on to 122 for 5, and Kagiso Rabada does his duty and continues to take the wickets. His second wicket of the night. The first wicket that he took was off Robin Uthappa, and now another big wicket off Dinesh Karthik. And the next batsman, as you can see, is Piyush Chawla, who's walking in. And as you can see, the umpires have said that it's a strategic timeout.
Absolutely, it's one of the strategic timeout taken here, and then that means Avijit Haldar supporting KKR, Samim Magar, Srinivas Kinni, along with Pawan Kumar, says Gabbar gone. No, Gabbar hasn't gone. Gabbar has taken the catch. And Sharif Khan, Anup Kumar, Gurvinder Singh, Wasim Khan, Jasmaya Limbu, and Lokesh Nawalia, Manirul SK, Biswaroop Mitter. Yes, Karthik is out. Ratan Singh, Shankar Ghimire, along with Naresh Verma, and Aftal Sarang, Shubham Patna, and Saifuddin Malkani, Prem Bhai Bhavani, Mohammad Tausir, and Durjoyodhan Sena, Lokendra Badu, as well as Khadak Kuwar and Gopal. Thank you very much for joining in. Deepak Malkani, I've read your comment. Thank you very much. And I really appreciate that you're enjoying this feed in English. But I'd like to inform you that a strategic timeout has been taken. And after 15.1 overs, Kolkata Knight Riders are 122 for the loss of 5 wickets. It means that it's time for us to take a quick break. And as soon as action resumes at the Eden Gardens, we will be back bringing you updates and analysis of this contest. Stay tuned to Cricket Lounge on Sports Flashes.
You are listening to Sports Flashes live. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel. This is Sports Flashes live. Sports Flashes. It's time for Indian T20 Showdown. Stay tuned to Sports Flashes. You are listening to Sports Flashes live.
Dhoni finishes off in style. A magnificent strike into the crowd. India lift the World Cup. Pulls it back. Here's Ronaldo for the hat-trick. And Cristiano Ronaldo does it again.
Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel. You are tuned into Sports Flashes Radio.
what a performance by the number 3 seed, Simon Awell, who tomorrow will contest a third All-England semi-final.
Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel.
Sports Flashes.
This is Sports Flashes Live.
The flying Finn from Helsinki is on his last lap, looking magnificently good for his 20th World Championship win.
Download Sports Flashes app or visit www.sportsflashes.com. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel.
Sports Flashes.
This is Sports Flashes Live.
Sports Flashes.
It's time for Indian T20 shot.
This over, and now that means a single will take 11 runs off this over already from Kagiso Rabada. He's bowling his third over, 2 wickets for 25 now. The figures for Kagiso Rabada. Well, it's not very easy to miss Andre Russell because the way he bats. I'm Karthika Sinha. Joining me now in Cricket Lounge is Paritosh. Welcome, Paritosh. And are we expecting another Russell muscle?
Probably, and thank you for the warm welcome, Karthike. But Andre Russell has been phenomenal for KKR in this season and the season prior to this. So has been Kagiso Rabada for Delhi Capitals this season. Delhi Capitals look like a changed side altogether. With the name change, they have completely changed their attitude towards the game, and certainly they will feel that they have a strong grip in this game. Although the pitch will come into play and the conditions are heavily reliant towards the bowler, but Andre Russell isn't sparing anyone here. Andre Russell is looking for the kill, and he'll surely hit some massive blows in this KKR inning.
Well, absolutely, that's what he's done throughout this tournament as Andre Russell, if I'm correct. First match he played 49 of 19 deliveries, second 48 of 18 deliveries, then a 62 odd, then a 48 of 13 deliveries, got a 50 as well in the previous contest, and now he's turning the heat on 22 of 11 deliveries, 3 fours and a 6 for big Andre Russell, and he's joined by his West Indian teammate. He's the one who scored 4 sixes of the final over of Ben Stokes in that World T20 final, Carlos Brathwaite. 16 overs gone, 134 for the loss of 5 wickets. And Caribbean are king, says Abhi Abhay. Yes, certainly this has been rather than an Indian Premier League, it's been a Caribbean Premier League with all the West Indians going on and scoring those runs. Sanjay Kumar, he's in Dubai and he's tuned in along with Wasim Khan, Kruti Patel, Anil Bhai, and Andre Russell has moved to third as far as the run getters in this season's IPL is concerned. 279 runs is what he's got behind Lokesh Rahul and obviously the orange cap holder David Warner. People are here for Russell Muscle, and the last 4.1 overs they have scored 49 runs of Kolkata Knight Riders, although they have lost 3 wickets.
It's looking very positive here for Kolkata as on the pitch they have Russell and Brathwaite. Brathwaite finally gets his breakthrough. All of us have been contemplating why the KKR aren't playing him, and finally he's given his chance, and finally we get to see some huge sixes from Brathwaite. I believe that he'll be looking forward to scoring some massive runs in this ground. He has been a very good player for West Indies, and I think West Indies will certainly need to pay BCCI now for the team that they have found in the IPL.
Well, absolutely. Well, it's Chris Morris starting a fresh over, and a quick single takes KKR to 137. Will there be overthrows? No, there won't be. We've got Sunil Kumar, Shekhar Gautam supporting Kolkata Knight Riders, and Indradev Saklani says Ranji ticket for DK. Deepu J, Sharif Khan, thank you so much. Dorji Dondup supporting Kolkata, and Sunil Kumar is talking about the World Cup selection. Show your muscle, Russell, says Angel Sami. Anna Abbas has also tuned in. Tilak Thapamagar supporting Delhi Capitals. Gopind Pun also tuned in. Ankit Maurya and Sangeeta Giri. A very, very warm welcome. Vakil Saini and Babu Ahmed says 200 plus is what they will score. Now a groundsman is running onto the field to get some sawdust on the bowling landing mark of the front leg, because obviously of the bit of dew coming in, and there were reports that there might be a rainstorm later today, a forecast of rain, but thankfully the rain has stayed away, and hopefully does stay away for the rest of the contest as well. Praveen Rana is asking Sandeep playing. No, Praveen, Sandeep is not playing today, and along with that we've got Babu Ahmed, Neeraj Ram and Hafizur Rahman, Lokesh Nawalia and Fahim Malik, along with Harsh Deshpande. Sumitra Sahu says 179 to 185 is what KKR will score, and Asghar Ali says 200, and well, we have to wait and see how things work out. In the meantime, a rare dot delivery coming in for Delhi Capitals. 137 for 5, and RB Verma says Prithvi Shaw will score 100 today. He will have to if Delhi Capitals are to go on and win this contest. It was a good delivery, hit back, and in fact it hit Andre Russell at the non-striker's end. Mohammad Zahid Khan says 180 will be the score, and we'll have to wait and see how many can they get in the end. 137 for 5, over number 17 in progress. Third man is in the 30-yard circle as Chris Morris bowls a full toss, and that gets planted into the stands for another 6. Dre Russell has hit a 6, and he's asking the umpire, why was that not a no ball?
It was a beamer from Chris Morris, and I certainly feel that the umpires will contemplate and give it a no ball eventually, but Russell is right to object because he's a big man. There's a big lad here, and even he was able to only pull this ball. I think it's a no ball.
Very close. Point
maybe
of
it's
impact.
dipping in the wickets. Maybe it's dipping in the wickets, but it doesn't certainly feel like to Russell, and who is constantly asking the referee, asking the umpire, their questions time and again. He's not only asking the umpires these questions, he's asking the bowlers, where's your ball at? I'm going to leave it in the stands this time around. Broswell Russell says the massive screen on the famous Eden Gardens, and Russell is certainly providing with the goods for the KKR here. 143 for 5 here with 16.5 overs gone. Chris Morris will have to redeem himself for DC to stay in this contest.
What a hit that was by Andre Russell. It was a full toss, and the replays do suggest that it was above the waist height. Very similar to what happened yesterday, but then Dhoni had to come out. Khalid Menon, umpiring is not good this season. Absolutely, I'll agree. We got Bodrul Islam and Somber Kumar along with Indradev Saklani tuning in. Pannalal Chauhan saying Delhi will win, while Ravindra Munni says 160 plus, and Tipu J, who's tuning in from Kerala, a very, very warm welcome. Sharif Ahmed, Babu Ahmed and Vakil Saini. KKR says 180. Shravan Singh along with Damar Shahi all tuned in to Cricket Lounge and Sports Flashes. A very, very warm welcome to all of you. 17 overs bowled. It's 144 for the loss of 5 wickets. Russell is using his muscle as usual. 30 of just 15 deliveries, while Carlos Braithwaite is happy playing second fiddle. 3 of 3, and in the last 4 overs Kolkata Knight Riders have scored 49 runs and losing only 2 wickets. The partnership is now worth 22 as Russell gets stuck in again. Has he got enough? Of course he has. This time over square leg for another maximum. 150 up on the board. How do you control this maniac called Andre Russell?
Even the miss hits are going into the stands, and Delhi are wondering why are we even trying. Russell is in the form of his life, and certainly the bowlers aren't enjoying it at this point of time. With the shorter boundary, 69 meters was the length of this 6, and the bowlers will feel on certain other grounds they would have had stood a chance. Andre Russell is not looking like he'll stop easy here.
Absolutely. We've got Asghar Ali tuning in from Oman, Somer Kumar, and Khalid Menon says 180 to 184 will be the final score, while Sanjeev Huda still confident that Delhi will win. In the meantime, 180 for 5 is what KKR will score. 144 for 5 is what Russell will score. 180 for 184 will be the final score, while Sanjeev Huda still confident that Delhi will win. In the meantime, 180 for 5 is what KKR will score. 144 for 5 is what Russell will score. 180 for 184 will be the final score, while Sanjeev Huda still confident that Delhi will win. In the meantime, 180 for 5 is what KKR will score. 144 for 5 is what Russell will score. 180 for 184 will be the final score, while Sanjeev Huda still confident that Delhi will win. In the meantime, 180 for 5 is what KKR will score. 144 for 5 is what Russell will score. 180 for 184 will be the final score, while Sanjeev Huda still confident that Delhi will win. In the meantime, 180 for 5 is what KKR will score. 144 for 5 is what Russell will It's a single, just a single there.
A very rare single.
Yes, absolutely.
And Delhi would be relieved that there isn't Mahendra Singh Dhoni in the KKR camp, because he would have come running to the field in the previous over.
Well, had there been Gautam Gambhir, I wouldn't be surprised. He would have come as well. He was a very fiery customer as well. Was the former captain of Kolkata Knight Riders. In the meantime, has that gone for another biggie? Yes, it has. Another short delivery and another pull shot for a 6 off the bat of Dre Russ. Maximum. And the score moves on to 158 for 5. Andre Russell's hit 29 sixes in this season's IPL, and he was bowling short again was Kagiso Rabada, and that was only one place that was going, and that was out of the park for a maximum. Another 69-meter long 6. Doesn't matter how and where, as long as they keep coming for Kolkata Knight Riders. 14 runs of this over, picks up a single, a rare single for Andre Russell. Not a boundary there, and seems to be struggling a bit with the humidity is Andre Russell. I think he's got some cramp as well on his right forearm. We saw that in the last encounter as well, but in the end that didn't stop him from plundering another half century.
This has been an issue with Andre Russell. He has some troubles with his hand, and here he is seen in a lot of pain. He is constantly shaking his arm, and we hope that KKR get through these innings with Andre Russell riding on the front. And DC wouldn't be feeling the same. They would want Russell to retire, certainly, with the pace that he is playing. How do you deal with this player? 45 runs, 19 balls. If you give him 10 more, maybe he'll score 100.
Well, just the way he's batting, he might as well just do it. Kagiso Rabada, the man with the purple cap, which is the most wickets in this season's IPL, he's been taken to the cleaners. And Kaif Alam, who's just tuned in, says Delhi will win. Hopefully DC will win today, Kaif. I'm supporting Delhi. Rampreet Sahani along with Mohammad Farazul, and now that's hit Andre Russell there from Kagiso Rabada. Dot ball to end the over. Rabada has completed his quota of 4 overs, 2 wickets, and 42 runs is what he's given away. 18 overs gone, 160 for the loss of 5 wickets. And well, you don't see that very often, but Andre Russell was on the floor.
Yeah, the ball hit his bat and then his pad. No, certainly not the pad, the insides of his thigh, and that is not a pleasant sight. That is not a pleasant experience, the cricket ball hitting your inner thigh. You certainly won't want that. And you have been a loyal Delhi Capitals supporter because you are a Delhi lad, but Delhi haven't really repaid you any sorts.
Nope, yeah. Never. I think the only Delhi team that ever gave me joy was Delhi Wave Riders winning the Hockey India League in the first edition. Apart from that, nothing at all. Whether it be Dabang Delhi in Kabaddi or Delhi Daredevils before that, Delhi Capitals, or even Delhi Dynamos, the football team. Well, it seems that the moment you have a Delhi in your name, you're supposed to be in the bottom of the table. But
is it cursed?
I think so it is, but this season the Delhi Capitals are doing a better job than what we've seen in the past. Hopefully this time we can make the playoffs.
Hopefully for the Delhites listening to us, we hope that Delhi Capitals certainly accelerate their form and certainly collect the points required to qualify for the playoff. Here Andre Russell is not in a good condition. He has been struggling with his arm, and now his feet are not looking nice. He is constantly moving his feet so that he can play through the innings, but it's not a very good sight for any Kolkata fan.
Absolutely. Arthi Casey says DC is the best team. Ashok Karki as well supporting Delhi Capitals. Anil says final score will be 195 for 5. That means another 35 runs in the final 2 overs. Sagar says 180, and we've got Anmol Sharan along with Shriram Maharia saying that Russell is the T20 king. Absolutely no doubt about that. And Brahma Jaiswal, thank you very much for your comment, and he thinks 189 will be the score. Arthikesi says Delhi will win despite all of that Russell muscle. And yes, Shubham Patna, Russell was injured. There was a ball that took the inside edge and hit his unmentionables, and he was on the floor there. Mohammad Tanveer Khan says 190 will be scored, while Kalpesh Agiwale is rooting for 187. Anita Dakal says 175, while Vinod Ingale says Uthappa is loose, man. Well, we'll have to wait and see. They did try and get some runs today. Kaif Alam says DC will win anyhow today. It doesn't matter the score. While Rashid Hassan says 200 will be the score. And is he gone? Yes, Andre Russell is gone for 45. A massive blow for Kolkata Riders and their hopes of getting close to 200. Low full toss outside the off stump, and he sliced it towards a deep backward point. Morris picks up the wicket, and what a big wicket this is. Andre Russell is gone for 45, and Chris Morris strikes.
Huge blow for KKR here. They wanted him to play the last 2 overs, and certainly he fancied Chris Morris in the previous over. Chris Morris got his revenge. He is smiling, Morris, isn't he? He has got the big man, the man in charge of these innings in the later stages. Andre Russell is gone for 45 in 21 balls. He would be happy. And Rabada, his compatriot, has taken the catch for DC.
Well, Rabada more often than not is involved in a dismissal of Andre Russell with the ball or with the field. Sandeep Gupta, thank you very much for your comment. We've got Mohammad Zahid Khan saying Russell scored 45, 180 final score according to Khalid Menon. Sadeep Shah says 180 will be the target, and Pawan Kumar is saying oh no after the fall of Andre Russell's wicket. Navneet Yadav says 200, while Delhi versus Pant is the contest according to Razik Sheikh. And from Nepal, Sadeep Shah 217 runs. He's from Nepal. He's situated in Singapore. Is Sadeep Shah, and we'll have to wait and see how many do they get. Sridham Sutradhar says 196. Piyush Chawla is the new man, more than 150 IPL matches. I think his job will be to pick a single and give the big West Indian Carlos Brathwaite the strike now. 161 for 6, and Chawla goes for the big heave, inside edge. They'll run away for 4 as well. It doesn't matter how they come, beg, borrow, steal, hook or by crook, and that's a boundary for Piyush Chawla.
KKR would take it happily here, and Piyush Chawla has a boundary on his name in the very first ball. Brathwaite isn't looking like the Brathwaite we used to, and he has not been in any explosive form, and he particularly will need to fire for KKR here if they need to score big. They are already on a big total, but they need to provide this cushion to their bowlers if they have to face players like Prithvi Shaw and Pant and Shreyas Iyer in the other side. They have a formidable bowling with them, but Piyush Chawla will certainly need to provide runs and give the strike more often to Brathwaite if they need to prosper more in this match.
Absolutely, an excellent yorker there from Chris Morris. A single for Piyush Chawla, and that's all he'd want to do. Altaf Sarang says maximum 190. Rinku Malakar says 195. Deepak Sharma 176. Amit Kumar says 188, while Sadeep Shah says Delhi will win today. Nice bowling by Kagiso Rabada according to Rajesh Bijwe, and in this over Morris has bowled 4 deliveries. He's given away 6 runs and he's picked up the big wicket of Andre Russell. Shivanshu thinks that it will be 170 the score as Brathwaite gets a single down the ground. Praveen Malik with 185, Umang Gupta 182, and Vimal Pokhrel says 187. These are all your predictions coming in, and Sadeep Shah says don't worry Karthik, said Delhi will do it. I hope so, Delhi will do it, but I'll try and remain as neutral as I can.
Rabada, he has been a very good bowling option for Delhi. His arrival in Delhi camp has certainly changed the prospect of the side, and Delhi look to have a firm stance in this match with the last over remaining. This is the final ball of this over, and Chawla goes big, but it certainly landed in no man's land with the fielder coming through and collecting the ball. They certainly will feel that this over belonged to Morris more often than not.
Absolutely, just 4 singles and a boundary. That means 8 runs plus the big wicket of the dangerous Andre Russell. So with that, it's end of over number 19. 168 for the loss of 6 wickets. Kolkata Knight Riders. Shambhu Shah says 178 will be the score. We've got Fayaz Riyad along with Ratandeep Gupta. Ratandeep says 190, and Harinder Yadav says 175. Mohammad Shamshad Alam is going for 195. Praveen Malik says 185. We've got Rahman Bhai Shyam Lal saying 185, and Bhupinder Singh is asking about Kang Saab, that's Kulwinder Singh Kang. You will find him on our Punjabi feed, along with we've got Hindi and Bangla as well running for all of you. And let me take a few more predictions. And we've got Vakil Saini saying 185. Ashok Kashyap saying 175. Kaif Alam, I am very well. How are you, brother? And Rahul Meena says, also asking me, how are you? I'm fine. And I hope you are doing well. Umang Gupta 179. Alex Percy says 180. And we've got Bishal Lama saying 180 as well. And Anil Bhai says, Sabas Chawla. And Chawla goes big. Has he got hold of it? It's in the air. The fielder getting underneath it. And he's dropped it. Well, it was a difficult chance for Rahul Tewatia. But in the end, the ball will go away. Not to the fence though. And by the time the throw comes in, it will be a couple of runs for Piyush Chawla. 171 then for the loss of 6 wickets. And they've completed 3, in fact, of Piyush Chawla.
Yeah, they needed this. They needed Brathwaite on the ball. They needed him on the strike to score biggies. Chawla is trying his level best, but he can't plunder these in the stands. You need a strong West Indian in your side. You had Andre Russell who was going for you, but the wicket in the previous over will certainly cost them some runs. It'll be a shorter of a target if Andre Russell was on the field. That will be a bigger target, but now Brathwaite needs to fire, and he has tried to make it to the stands, but no, he has given it to Tewatia. The fielder who was involved in the previous fumble has now been involved in the wicket of Brathwaite, the strong West Indian, and certainly now KKR will feel that anything they get from the remaining balls will be very welcome.
Absolutely. 171 for 7. Short delivery, looking to pull it away and plays it straight down the throat of Rahul Tewatia, deep mid wicket. Another wicket goes down here for Kolkata Knight Riders. Ishwar Jawala says 195. Zambu ZB says 200. Nar Bahadur Darai says 191. Pawan Kumar 178. Pasan Sherpa 190 and Tahir Hussain 186. Arshad Khan 178. Satish Chaudhary is sticking to 182, while Dairy Love says 183. Ali Hussain Sheikh says 200. Ramesh BK, who's from Nepal, says 181. Shamlal, I've read your comment about how good you think our coverage is. Thank you very much. Prasant Mandal says 190 and Rahman Bhai says 179. And we've got another wicket here. That was of Carlos Brathwaite. Piyush Chawla is now on strike as Kuldeep Yadav is the new man in, and he's worked one away through towards deep backward point for 4.
Chawla is certainly providing them with something they were expected out of Brathwaite. Brathwaite was supposed to be scoring these boundaries, and Piyush Chawla has said, oh well, wait, I can hit them too. And he has certainly provided them with some runs at the end. They needed this, KKR. KKR wanted to score big in the later overs, but certainly with the absence of Andre Russell for the last 2 overs, that has certainly decreased their rate of runs. But now Chawla is looking to get them back up to a bigger total.
Absolutely, another single here for Chawla. He moves up to 14. 176 for 7. And we got Haldar Pushkar tuning in from Singapore. He says 176 will be the score. And Animal Islam says 189. Sagar Seth says 180. And the best comment is from Anil Bhai. He says 180, 190 doesn't make a difference. Delhi will win. And Sudeep Shah, why am I neutral today? Well, it's part of my job. Although you all know I do support Delhi Capitals. And Kaif Alam, thank you very much for your comments. And I'm glad that you're enjoying this coverage. While Ghulam Mohammed says 197. And Ali Hussain Sheikh says 187. Shravan Singh Panwar says 178. Ram Singh, who's tuned in from New Zealand Napier, and at 4 a.m. in the morning, well, that's the love for the game of cricket. Thank you very much, Ram Singh, for tuning in. Ravi Kharka says 183, and Shivanshu says out. Well, we do need a wicket. Final delivery to go. And Piyush Chawla edges one. Oh, what a keeper's head! Everything going Piyush Chawla's way. Might not get to the boundary, and Akshar Patel will retrieve that. They'll come back for 2. And that will be all. So 178 is what Kolkata Knight Riders have scored for the loss of 7 wickets in their 20 overs. That means Delhi Capitals need 179 to win this contest. So quickly, we'll talk you through what's happened today before we get into our mid-inning show. It was Shreyas Iyer, the Delhi Capitals captain, who won the toss and elected to bowl first. First ball wicket for Ishant Sharma. Joe Denley dismissed for a golden duck, and then 65 coming on the bat of Shubman Gill. What a phenomenal innings from the young man. And obviously you can't have a Kolkata Knight Riders scorecard without Andre Russell firework. 21 ball, 45 for Dre Russ. 28 coming on the bat of Robin Uthappa as well, and in the end Piyush Chawla scoring 14 quick fire 14 or 6 deliveries to get Kolkata Knight Riders to 167 for the loss. 168, I beg your pardon, 178 for the loss of 7 wickets in 20 overs. It's that kind of a day, and Delhi now need 179 to win. As far as the bowling is concerned, Chris Morris, Kagiso Rabada and Kemo Paul all picked up 2 wickets each, while Ishant Sharma scalped 1. So that's the news, that after losing the toss and being put into bat first, Kolkata Knight Riders have scored 178 for 7 in their 20 overs. That means Delhi Capitals will need 179 to win this contest. Time for a quick break. After the break, we'll return with the mid-inning show, and after that mid-inning show, join us and stay tuned for the run chase. I'm Karthikeya with Paritosh taking a quick break. We will be back in a jiffy. You stay tuned to Cricket Lounge on Sports Flashes.
You are listening to Sports Flashes live. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel. This is Sports Flashes live.
Sports Flashes.
It's time for Indian T20 Showdown. Stay tuned to Sports Flashes. You are listening to Sports Flashes live.
Kohli finishes off in style. A magnificent strike into the crowd. India lift the World Cup. Pulls it back. Here's Ronaldo for the hat-trick. And Cristiano Ronaldo does it again.
Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel. You are tuned into Sports Flashes Radio.
And what a performance by the number 3 seed, Saina Nehwal, who tomorrow will contest a third All-England semi-final.
Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel.
Sports Flashes.
This is Sports Flashes live.
The flying Finn from Helsinki is on his last lap, looking magnificently good for his 20th World Championship win.
Download Sports Flashes app or visit www.sportsflashes.com. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel.
Sports Flashes.
You are listening to Sports Flashes live. Download Sports Flashes app or visit www.sportsflashes.com. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel. This is Sports Flashes live.
Sports Flashes.
It's time for Indian T20 Showdown. Stay tuned to Sports Flashes.
Hello everyone, we're back on Sports Flashes, and the first innings has come to an end between the Kolkata Knight Riders and Delhi Capitals. Delhi Capitals had won the toss and had elected to have a field first. This is Wali Siddiqui joined in with Paritosh, and we're here to tell you about what happened in the first innings. Kolkata Knight Riders batting first. Joe Denley had scored a duck. He had got out on a golden duck by Ishant Sharma. A beautiful in-swinging delivery. Shubman Gill impressed quite a few of us. He scored a brilliant 65 of 39 deliveries. Kemo Paul got him dismissed by Akshar Patel's catch. Robin Uthappa scored 28 of 30. Rabada got the better of him by a catch taken by Rishabh Pant behind the wickets. Nitish Rana got bowled by Chris Morris at 11. Andre Russell scored another belligerent 45 of 21 deliveries. Chris Morris got the better of him. Rabada took the catch at deep. Dinesh Karthik got dismissed for 2. Carlos Brathwaite didn't do much. He just scored 6 of 7 deliveries. Keema Paul got his wicket, and Piyush Chawla's late cameo of 14 of 6 deliveries assisted Kolkata Knight Riders to score 178 and give Delhi a target of 179 to chase in 20 overs of play. And by those two, I would like to ask you, are you pretty much satisfied from a Delhi perspective with this target? Will they be able to chase this down?
This would be an easy ask from Delhi, I guess, because they have the batsmen who can plunder them to many runs in these. But you can't really trust these youngsters because they fail on one day, they score on another. So it's really a question of when and when not. On the other hand, KKR, things don't look very good for them. They should have batted more. Andre Russell should have scored some more if he had not been injured. Andre Russell, the injury to his shoulder and his arm also, certainly with something wrong with his wrist. He was always checking on that wrist, and in the last few balls we saw that he got hurt in his leg also. So that is a very, very serious situation for Kolkata. They won't want themselves to be in a situation where they have to do away with the leading scorer in their squad. On the other hand, Delhi, they have Rishabh Pant with their disposal. Rishabh Pant and Shreyas Iyer, they have Prithvi Shaw at their disposal, and they will feel that they can chase this in a pitch like this, because KKR, they don't really have a fast bowler at their disposal. I don't think they will have a decent really good fast bowler with them. And Rishabh Pant, he really likes that spin and he would want to score more, because he has been questioned time and again by critics, by journalists, by former players, and he would need to prove his worth here for Delhi to say that I'm here, lads, let's go and chase down this total.
It'll be important for Rishabh Pant to be the standout guy for Delhi Capitals, like Andre Russell is for the Kolkata Knight Riders. And if we talk about Rishabh Pant, in his last 5 games, he's only managed to score 98 runs. Let me remind you, in the first game for the Delhi Capitals against the Mumbai Indians, he scored 77, so he could just add 21 more runs in the next 5 games. So that is something to worry about for the Delhi fans. But if we come and talk about the bowling figures, Ishant Sharma bowled 4 overs, just gave 21 runs away, a maiden in that as well. 1 big wicket of Joe Tilney on the very first ball. Chris Morris, according to me, was the pick of the bowlers. 4 overs, 38 runs and 2 wickets, 1 including for the big Andre Russell with an economy of 9.5. If you talk about Kagiso Rabada, 4 overs, 42 runs. He was on the expensive side of things. 2 wickets taken by him. 10.5 economy. And if you talk about Akshar Patel, he also bowled quite well, though he didn't take a wicket. 4 overs, 30 runs, 7.5 economy. And Keema Paul, the man who was preferred over Sandeep Lamachane, 4 overs, 46 runs, 2 wickets with an economy of 11.5. So Keema Paul needs to work his socks out in the next game if he does get an opportunity. But who do you think will be the danger man for Kolkata Knight Riders with the ball? Loki Ferguson, Kuldeep Yadav, or someone else?
I think Kuldeep Yadav, because if you look at the statistics against Rishabh Pant and Kuldeep Yadav have faced each other 3 times in the IPL, and in the 9 deliveries he has faced against Kuldeep. He has scored just 9 runs and has been dismissed by the young Indian spinner on 2 occasions. So that's not a very good and welcome start for the Delhi Capitals. On the other hand, Rishabh Pant is a very, very inconsistent but explosive batsman. He when he scores, he scores big and he scores massive, and he'll certainly back himself in a shorter ground, because Eden Gardens, if you look at it, isn't a very big ground, and he will back himself to score big on this occasion, particularly where Delhi Capitals need him to fire so that they can register a win on their under their belt. On the other hand, Kolkata, they will need to strategize their bowlers in a way that they can bowl the 20 overs, and in the mid overs they'll need to work around their bowlers who are comparatively new to the squad, new to the IPL and new to the scene. But Delhi will feel that they have a strong chance just because they got Andre Russell on the right time. He was looking on the money. He was looking like scoring some. If he would have faced almost 6 balls more, he would have cost them almost 20 to 30 runs.
Right, and let's get back to the comments. Joy Prakash is asking us that why Len and Narayan didn't feature tonight. So Len, I think, was given a rest while Narayan had a niggle, and they brought in Chris Carlos Brathwaite instead of him. Ram Meena feels that Delhi Capital will be winning this game in the 90th over. It will go down the wire according to him. Shivangi Prathay, Pramod Patel is supporting DC. Anish Shah is supporting Kolkata Knight Riders, saying that it's the best team in the IPL. And Lavik Garden is, of course, with us. Distance, please. Abdullah Noman and Lavik Garden as well are all with us. And like I told you, it's 179 for the Delhi Capitals to win this game. That was the mid-inning show from us, Wali Siddiqui and Paritosh. We think that it will be an interesting run chase. The last time these two featured in a T20 game at the Firozshah Kotla, it ended in a super over. Delhi won that game. Let's see if this goes as close to that. But it surely will be an interesting contest. We'll be back within a while. Till then, you keep listening to Sports Flashes.
This is Sports Flashes Live.
Sports Flashes.
It's time for Indian T20 Showdown. Stay tuned to Sports Flashes. You are listening to Sports Flashes Live.
Dhoni finishes off in style. A magnificent strike into the crowd. India lift the World Cup. Pulls it back. Here's Ronaldo for the hat-trick. And Cristiano Ronaldo does it again.
Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel. You are tuned into Sports Flashes Radio.
What a performance by the number 3 seed, Saina Nehwal, who tomorrow will contest a third All-England semi-final.
Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel.
Sports Flashes.
This is Sports Flashes Live.
The flying Finn from Helsinki is on his last lap, looking magnificently good for his 20th World Championship win.
Download Sports Flashes app or visit www.sportsflashes.com. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel.
Sports Flashes.
You are listening to Sports Flashes Live. Download Sports Flashes app or visit www.sportsflashes.com. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel. This is Sports Flashes Live. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel. Sports Flashes, everything about sports. You are tuned into Sports Flashes Radio. World's biggest sports radio channel. Sports Flashes, the official broadcast partner of BCCI. Sports Flashes, everything about sports. Catch all the cricketing action and complete drama at one click of your phone.
He does that. Smack again onside, being peppered. Consecutive boundaries.
Don't miss. Download the app now. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel.
Sports Flashes.
One station filled with full football fever.
Thinks about the shot. Will go for it and will plant an absolute cracker into the corner to put the icing on what is a very sweet-tasting cake for Manchester City.
And you are just one click away.
Sergio Aguero. Oh, that's vicious!
Download Sports Flashes app or visit www.sportsflashes.com. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel.
Sports Flashes.
This is Sports Flashes live.
Sports Flashes.
It's time for Indian T20 Showdown. Stay tuned to Sports Flashes.
Good evening and a very warm welcome to the run chase in this contest between Kolkata Knight Riders and Delhi Capitals. 179 is the target for Delhi Capitals. It's Prithvi Shaw and Shikhar Dhawan who've come out to open the innings, and it will be Prasidh Krishna who will start off proceedings for Kolkata Knight Riders. First delivery worked away for a single. Prithvi Shaw opens his account, and so do Delhi Capitals. I'm Karthik Sinha. With me is the young and effervescent Paritosh in the Cricket Lounge. Welcome Paritosh, and welcome to all our listeners.
Thank you for the warm welcome. Not so warm for Delhi here. They have a big ask in front of them, and certainly for KKR they would feel that they have a stronger grasp on this match. But the thing that will be bothering KKR is that they don't have any prominent pace bowlers in their squad at this point of time. They will certainly need that on this pitch, where we saw Ishant Sharma taking a wicket off the very first ball, a deadly in swinger, and that they don't have the KKR at their disposal.
Well, we've got a yes or no situation there. Delhi will have to work that out. We've got Virender Pargai supporting Delhi, while Nirmal Graphics along with Mano Rama and Kamal Ajit, Rajesh Kumar Pandey, Sachin Kumar Mehra, Atul Bhatia saying KKR will win. And first of all, I'd like to say how impressive has Prasidh Krishna been this season. Wonderful performance from him, and him along with Navdeep Saini are the two who have, as fast bowlers, impressed a lot this season. Jagu Negi supporting Delhi, while we've got Nirmal from Darjeeling.
Nirmal has been quite active on our chat at this point of time. Let's talk about KKR. KKR have had a bad luck in the bowling department with their bowlers. Nagarkoti, he has been injured in the past two seasons. Mitchell Stark is not at their disposal, and with Shivam Mabi also injured this season, they had this thing with the fast bowlers which has been ongoing since the change in their outlook of their squad, with Gautam Gambhir gone, Dinesh Karthik leading the side. They have this problem with the bowlers. What do you think? They'll be finding any solutions for it in the near future, or they'll have to have more options at their disposal going forward?
Well, I think the way Prasidh Krishna has stepped up, they're not looking for any options at the moment. But the way he's certainly bowled, he's done a great job for Kolkata. Dhawan dances down the track, cuts one away, but excellently fielded at backward point. Still one on the board, and no runs for Shikhar Dhawan yet. We got Amresh Kumar supporting Kolkata Knight Riders, and so is Rahul Raj Kumar. And Santosh Yadav says the number one YouTube channel as far as the Cricket Lounge is concerned. Thank you very much, Rahul, for the love. And Masaruf Hossain says KKR will be supporting KKR, and as always Unnati along with Maruti have tuned in to our YouTube feed. Final delivery to come, a slip in position, and this time Dhawan cracks one away, but towards covers, no runs on that occasion. A dot ball to end the over. Priyanka Patel also supporting Kolkata Knight Riders here, and after one over, a slow start for Delhi Capitals, one for no loss. And we've got a question about how do you feel about Sandeep Lamachani not playing as Prakash Mainali. And Prakash, I think Sandeep should have been in the playing 11. Kamaluddin Lashkar says outstanding work. Thank you, Kamaluddin. And apart from that, we've got Ronak Kumar saying DC will win, and me being a DC supporter, hopefully that will happen. Purvi Shah also says DC will win the game along with Santosh Yadav. Zahid Mudassir supporting Kolkata Knight Riders. Anju Yadav also with the Delhi Capitals. She was supporting Chennai yesterday, Anju, and it was Mahendra Singh Dhoni and the boys who crossed the line. Dhoni literally crossed the line as well, getting onto the field. One over gone, and it's one for no loss, Delhi Capitals.
Delhi Capitals would want to score more runs as they go forward. They have had this very tight over in the first, and they wouldn't want to score at this rate if they want to have any chance of winning the game. Delhi Capitals in this position have wickets with them. They haven't lost any in the first over, and they have the batting squad of chasing down this total. The question is, would they step on the gas and finally start scoring runs?
Well, Prithvi Shaw picks up another single, so he moves up to 2 now, and Delhi Capitals are 2 for no loss. We've got a lot of you joined in today, and Santosh Yadav says today Rishabh Pant will make a century. Well, hopefully he can make a few runs and not play a rash shot. Amit Das is supporting Kolkata Knight Riders, so is Syed Bablu Shamir, and Naresh Minaria supporting Kolkata, while Zahid Khan says I love Shah Rukh Khan, and that's probably why you are supporting Kolkata Knight Riders. Jitendra Yadav says KKR will not win today, and
quite a few hostile DC supporters we have today, and they would want their team to come away with the win, but it has not been the case in the past few games against these two in this particular ground. DC would want to score more. They need to score more if they want to have a chance going forward in this game. They have been very slow with their start, and with the power play they have the options of scoring the big runs, going for the boundary, and certainly that has not been the case.
Well, we've got what's the target, guys, from Binod Ramtel. So 179 is what Delhi Capitals need to score in the 20 overs to win the game. And Bikram Kumar says Delhi will win. Delhi will win. Which team play tomorrow? Santosh Yadav, it's Mumbai Indians versus Rajasthan Royals from 8 p.m. We will be live from 7:50 to bring you the toss updates and everything. And Kamaluddin wants to know our name. I am Karthike, and with me is Paritosh in the cricket lounge, and KKR scored 178 for 7, and that is Judge Sid Ushad's question. What was KKR's score? So it's 178 for 7, means Delhi needs 179 to win the contest.
Delhi need that, and Delhi needed this. What a shot here from Prithvi Shaw, the young Indian opener. He has been one who has been constantly in the contention for a spot in the Indian team. He has been injured in and out of the team, and if he scores big on this platform, he'll certainly be having some backing to his name for that spot in that team, because he is one young talented player. What a shot here from Prithvi Shaw, flat 65 meters, and it's 6 runs on the board for Delhi.
And it's Rocky Ferguson who's bowling over number 2, and he's been creamed for a 6 over backward point. It's Prithvi Missile, that's the giant screen reading. Excellent slower Yorker now, but Prithvi digs it out. 9 for no loss. We've got Shimroz Khan supporting Kolkata Knight Riders. Priya Singh tuned in as well. Gaurav Dumka saying CD win. I think he wants DC to win. And of course from that we've got Roshan Sharma from Nepal tuning in as well. And Anju Yadav, Priya Singh, along with Musef Dasurkar, and Vrinder Pargai saying Shaw. Obviously he's a big supporter of Delhi Capitals. 9 for no loss. Shaw pulls one away, top edge over the wicket keeper. Where will this go? Into the stand for 6. Second 6 of the over, 14 of this over, and Delhi Capitals move up to 15 for no loss after 2. With a short delivery, looking to pull one away, and gets the top edge for a maximum. Does Prithvi Shaw. And Delhi at the moment, well, they will be thinking that it doesn't matter how they come, as long as they keep coming the runs.
It doesn't matter certainly for them if they come by edges or by some beautiful shots. Prithvi Shaw has provided what I was asking. I was asking for some big shots, and he has certainly provided with the goods. 2 sixes in this over. Certainly Delhi needed this. Delhi needed this from Prithvi Shaw or Shikhar Dhawan. Prithvi Shaw in this case provided them. Shikhar Dhawan is experienced, and he will want to step on the gas if DC want to certainly grab a hold of this game, which has been very strong in the first innings, slightly inclined towards KKR.
Score is 15 for no loss after 2 overs, and we've got Priya Singh saying Delhi will lose, while Akbar Salman is supporting Delhi along with Anju Yadav, and we've got a lot of support here for Delhi. Jitendra Yadav from Uttam Nagar supporting Delhi. Musef Dasurkar supporting Kolkata Knight Riders, and Prithvi will make a half century, says Santosh Yadav. Delhi Capitals need a good partnership if they want to win the game, according to Kamaluddin Lashkar. Absolutely, and a good start will go a long way. A maximum couple of sixes coming in this over for Prithvi Shaw, and Prasidh Krishna will now try to curb the scoring, but this time Dhawan gets a top edge, undercuts it over the slip cordon. Will that go all the way? It seems like it has. Another six here for Delhi Capitals, using the pace against Prasidh Krishna. There was Shikhar Dhawan, short delivery outside off, and he deliberately undercuts it over the slip cordon, and another six here for Delhi. This one the shortest possibly six of the game, 58 meters, but it will still fetch him 6.
6 runs is all that counts, no matter how long the 6 is. But Shikhar Dhawan, he needed this. He needed this to back himself in the game. And now they have a partnership ongoing. They'll need to score more in the 2-3 overs ahead. And Dhawan slices it. He has slammed the ball for the fence, and it's 4 more.
Once again, an excellent shot there from Shikhar Dhawan. Delhi move up to 25 for no loss. The supporters at the Eden Gardens have found their voice. Moves up to 11 does Shikhar Dhawan. That's the first boundary of the innings for Delhi Capitals. But mind you, they've already hit 3 sixes. A poor delivery from Prasidh. The shot wide, an area that Shikhar Dhawan absolutely loves, and he plunders that over the infield towards the cover region for a boundary. Irfan Khan still supporting Kolkata Knight Riders, and we've got Nandu Chhetri as well supporting Kolkata. Sachin Kumar Mehra supporting Delhi, and Jitendra Yadav is asking who is the winner today. Well, we'll have to wait. Naresh Gyawali, and he's supporting Delhi, and no doubt today Delhi will win, says Virender Pargai. So excellent support for both Delhi and Kolkata Knight Riders in this contest. And what a delivery there from Prasidh Krishna. Appeal for caught behind there, and umpire says not out. Will they take a review? That one cut Shikhar Dhawan in half, and yes, Dinesh Karthik has taken a review there. While we'll have to see, was there an inside edge? Amrit Chhetri supporting Delhi, Rakesh Rathore is supporting Kolkata Knight Riders, but at the moment they've taken a review for the ball going between the bat and the body of Dhawan towards the wicket keeper. Delhi will win the match, says Jai Bahadur Dhami. And now, was it a no ball? Absolutely not. So that's one tick in the box. And Jitu VSV says, hi sir. Hello Jitu. And now we'll have to see, was there an inside edge or was that off the thigh? It seems like it came off the thigh. And Zahir Ali supporting Kolkata Knight Riders. And all of you tuned in to our service on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and also on our app and on www.sportsflashes. The app is called Sports Flashes, available on iOS and Android. And it seems it was a very close call. We'll have to go and see what the Ultra Edge technology has to say about that.
They'll certainly need the Ultra Edge here, because it looks like on the camera that it hit his pad in a pad and bat at the same time. There's a certain feeling that Dhawan might go back to the pavilion here. They'll have to see, but this doesn't look good for Shikhar Dhawan at this point of time. KKR have made a smart decision here.
Pradeep Gurung says keep it up, Dhawan and Shaw with the start they've got, and Pawan Kumar supports KKR, Rajesh Rathore supporting Delhi, and well, the thing is that it's hit the bat, possibly glove or the body at the same time. So we'll have to see what will the third umpire go with. I'd like to remind you there is no hot spot available, and Rajesh Rathore supporting Delhi Capitals. Rajendra Kumar says hello Rajendra. We'll have to wait and see what the decision is. Dakir Bab says hello, and apart from that we've got Santosh Yadav. Are you doing commentary? Yes, we are covering tomorrow's game as well between Mumbai and Rajasthan Royals. Also, we're doing both the games, but still, I wouldn't want to be the third umpire here. Where did the ball hit? The glove, the inside edge, the thigh? Well. Is this conclusive evidence for the third umpire to give it out or not? Kuldeep Rathore supporting Delhi, while we've got Dalbir Rawar along with Arbaz Alam, and it's not been given out. It seems that it came off the thigh, so still remains for no loss for Delhi Capitals. Shikhar Dhawan survives, and Santosh Chhetri along with Ripon supporting Delhi. A very good evening to all of you. Got a lot of supporters here for Delhi and for Kolkata Knight Riders. 2.3 overs gone. It's 25 for no loss.
What a close call there for Dhawan. That was really close, and it certainly looked like it hit Dhawan earlier on the bat or the glove, but that was not the thought from the third umpire, and that's all matters. Third umpire needs a conclusive proof in this case to overturn the decision by the on-field umpire, and he didn't got that, I guess. And DC would be very lucky that they still have both their openers on the field at 2.3 overs.
Dhawan remains on 11 and he's on strike. They've got a gully in position. Dhawan cuts one away. Over backward point. Has that got the legs? Yes, it has. Another 6 here for Delhi and Shikhar Dhawan. Short and wide, asking to be hit. And that's exactly what Dhawan does. Dinesh Karthik looking a bit worried already. And Zia ul Mustafa Noori says Delhi will win. Dhawan is a gabbar, says Dalbir Rawar, and Agraj says good commentary, thank you very much. And Arbaz Alam, who is from Bihar, is tuned in. And Gabru is what Virendra Parga is calling Shikhar Dhawan. Gabbar, 10 runs for over is what the Delhi are scoring. In fact, they're going at more than that right now. As another delivery screamed away, but this time the cut shot has prompted a change in field, and they have a man at sweeper cover. So single there. And Santosh Singh Chauhan, absolutely sir. Delhi is batting very well. And Sunil Notani is supporting KKR. He's saying KKR is ready. Well, we'll have to wait and see what happens. And Kamaluddin Lashkar, who's in Oman, and he's on his way to his duty now, and he's always tuned in. Thank you very much for the love, Kamal. And I'd like to inform you that this has been a good start for Delhi Capitals. 32 for no loss after 2.5 overs.
Dhawan would be very pleased with that. And Prithvi Shaw, oh my god, what a catch from Dinesh Karthik here. They have got their breakthrough. Prithvi Shaw wouldn't be happy with himself. A ball carrying away from the body. He has tried going for it, and that has resulted in the ball being in the laps of Dinesh Karthik. What a brilliant catch from Karthik here.
What a catch there, an excellent sharp catch there by the captain, diving full length to his right, and that's the end of Prithvi Shaw. Gone for 14 of 7 deliveries. Excellent delivery from Prasidh Krishna, but an equally good catch there by Dinesh Karthik. I think it's equally DK's wicket as it is of Prasidh Krishna. Bit of seam movement, gets the outside edge, and a terrific diving catch. Adam Gilchrist would have been very proud of that.
He'd be very proud of that. What a fantastic catch from Dinesh Karthik, and that's why he is always in the contention for the extra wicket-keeper spot. And that's what they always talk about, the extra wicket-keeper, that Rishabh Pant should not be preferred for the World Cup squad. But that's the conversation for another day. But here, Karthik has proven that he certainly has some backing to his name. He has that orthodox way of wicket-keeping that traditional cricketers like. And Dinesh Karthik is certainly provided with them with this breakthrough, and KKR now have a very strong chance of getting through this batting lineup.
Mahek Malik along with Azad Malik and Shilu Mayal, Sunil Lotani, Ripon, Rajendra Kumar, Dipesh Thapa says Delhi will win by 4 wickets. And yes, Mahek out. That's the decision, and he has been dismissed as Prithvi Shaw. A terrific catch by Dinesh Karthik. Good keeper, MS. Absolutely, MS Dhoni is an unbelievable wicket keeper, but the way Dinesh Karthik has taken that catch, the man in the other dugout, Rishabh Pant, will be a bit worried, because DK, obviously, he's got the experience on his side, and he's done a terrific job behind the stumps as well. Mahek Malik supporting Kolkata Knight Riders. We've got Prakash, the challenger. DD will win, and he wants DD to win, absolutely. KKR will lose, says Prakash, and Sandeep Kala is tuned in as well. The score is 32 for the loss of 1 wicket after 3 overs, chasing 179.
Delhi
to win the match.
Delhi Capitals have 32 runs with them, and Ronald Russell is given the ball by the skipper here, and the fielder has flubbed it. 4 more runs for Dhawan. He takes his score to 22, and DC now at 36 runs. Russell wouldn't be happy. He doesn't look happy here.
Absolutely poor shoddy fielding at short third man by Prasidh Krishna, the man who just taken a wicket. Russell bowls the first delivery outside off, and that's cut away. Should have been stopped. It was straight to him, but the ball finds a way between his legs and runs away to his third man for 4. So another boundary here for Delhi Capitals. 36 for 1, 22 of those have been scored by Shikhar Dhawan. The new man in is the captain, Shreyas Iyer. He is at the non-strikers end. We got a lot of you supporting Kolkata. Outside edge, this time between the wicketkeeper and the third slip. That will be another boundary. Delhi Capitals riding their luck, and another 4 here for Gabbar.
Delhi Capitals, or rather Shikhar Dhawan, riding his luck. He has been very, very lucky this evening, and 4 more runs to his name. They come quick, and he like it as they come. They don't, and they shouldn't complain that now that they are getting the boundaries in a quick succession. Here, KKR not very happy. Russell certainly were not very happy. Dinesh Karthik will have to think about this. They applied a slip just for this case, and the chance has been flubbed. Dhawan would be very proud.
Yes, Money along with Tarun Chauhan tuned in. Welcome, and again Dhawan cuts, but this time Robin Uthappa at backward point stops that. No runs on that occasion. 40 for the loss of 1 wicket, and Russell is bowling at an excess of 141 kilometers an hour. And Chandan Rajbanshi says he hopes that Delhi wins, while Monica Saroha is supporting Delhi Capitals. Yamji supporting Kolkata Knight Riders along with Mehak Malik and Irfan Khan. And well, it will be 187 for 4, says Keval Kumar. Delhi don't need to get to 187. 179 will be enough for Delhi, as Gabbar, that's Shikhar Dhawan, drives one towards mid-on, and that will be a dot delivery. 44 for the loss of 1 wicket, and you can see the confidence in Shikhar Dhawan when he's striding along, walking with his shoulders broad and collars aloft. And once again, this is turning out to be a good start by Delhi Capitals. The score has moved up to 44 for the loss of 1 wicket. 4th over from Andre Russell. He's bowled 5 deliveries now, and we'll have to wait and see how and till how long can this contest go the way it is going. Shikhar Dhawan, we'll talk about that. The boy from Delhi, he has scoring a boundary percentage of 93%, and in his 150th IPL match, a landmark game for Shikhar Dhawan, he scored more than 4,200 runs in IPL, and his eyes being 95, won't be a bad day for him to get another highest and get a big score for Delhi Capitals. 3 boundaries in this over already, and in fact looks like we're going to make it 4. No, the fielder gets there, does in the nick of time, and only be a single. 4 overs gone, 45 for 1, and what a blistering start.
They'll have to thank Dhawan for this, and maybe Dhawan's luck for this. There were chances in the game where KKR should have capitalized and Dhawan would be sitting in the pavilion, but that's not the case, and Dhawan is still at the crease. He's certainly looking very confident now. He feels like luck is on his side, and he will score big in this landmark game for him. Delhi Capitals are very strong at this point, and they will feel like they have there's some backing to their name, and they have a chance in this game. They didn't feel so much when Russell was striking big, and now that Dhawan is chipping in the runs, there's certainly a chance for them in this game.
Well, absolutely, and this is the way they've started of Delhi Capitals. They've given themselves a good chance. Remember, 179 is the target. That means close to 9 runs and over the required run rate from the word go, and at the moment they're scoring at around 11 runs and over, just a shade above 11. So an excellent start for Delhi Capitals. KKR is what Rampada Rana is supporting, and we've got Abhay tuned in as well. Prakash says Gabbar will score a half century today. Hopefully he will for Delhi's cause. Now there's a chance of a football trick from Lockie Ferguson. Doesn't do very well. No wonder he's a cricketer and not a footballer. Single of the first delivery, and now for the first time it will be Shreyas Iyer who will be on strike. I'm supporting Delhi Capitals, says Dalbir Rawar, and we've got Jitendra Yadav also here on the YouTube stream. Well, it's been a terrific start by the Delhi Capitals despite the loss of Prithvi Shaw's wicket, and now it gives me immense pleasure to welcome the young and the dapper and the swagger of Walli Siddiqui in Cricket Lounge. Welcome back, young man.
Thank you so much, and like I said, it feels like a WWE wrestler whenever I walk in the comm box. But talking about the score, it's 46-1 for Delhi Capitals, and Shreyas Iyer will be facing his first delivery. Prithvi Shaw got dismissed in the previous over, and Shikhar Dhawan, talking about him, he looks in fine touch. What wonderful batting by him, and he has prepared for the bounces quite well. He's on 32 for 18 and quite a few sixes while playing the extravagant uppercut. And a few pulled shots as well, 32 of 18, and the total score for Kolkata, for Delhi Capitals, is 46 for the loss of 1 wicket in 4.2 overs. And if we talk about the target that they need to chase, it's 179, 133 more runs needed of 94 deliveries, and Shreyas Iyer, the captain, who scored a crucial innings of 60 odd runs against the Royal Challengers Bangalore, will be good, will be high in form, and will look to continue his good form with the bat against the Kolkata Knight Riders. And talking about his IPL figures, 53 games played, 1,433 runs struck by him with an average of 130, and across 21 30 plus scores. The required run rate is of 8, and Delhi Capitals will be quite pleased with the power play so far.
Well, absolutely, they'll be delighted with how things have gone. In the meantime, a wonderful straight drive there from Shreyas Iyer. Not a bad way to open your account. A glorious drive towards long on, and he will collect a 4, and that brings up the 50 on the board for Delhi Capitals. 50 for the loss of 1 wicket. The Delhi supporters are dancing there at the Eden Gardens. They're delighted with the start that they've got, and Dalbir Rawal says as long as Dhawan is there, it's possible. And we've got Priyanka Patel and 46, and yes, they've moved on to 50 now of Delhi, with that beautiful on drive from Shreyas Iyer, the skipper of Delhi Capitals. Wonderful stuff. Now 129 needed of 92 deliveries, as Lockie Ferguson looks to break this partnership, deliver another blow to Delhi Capitals, but that will not happen. 4 sixes and 5 fours for Delhi already in this innings.
Talking about the score, it's 51 for 1 in 4.5 overs, quickly scampered for a single, and just look at the outfield. You just need to dab the ball or just guide the ball down the ground, and it will rush to the boundary like a lightning. And if you talk about the score, it's 51 for 1. And coming back to the YouTube comments, then Prashant Prasad is praising Shikhar Dhawan's good run with the bat as of now, and Sachin Kumar is also with us, and they are complimenting Delhi Capitals for this approach. Balraju is supporting R.D. Russell, and Unnati Pandey is with us. Azad Malik is also with us, and Panda Babu as well as Rajendra Kumar. These people are listening to us, and the final ball was dispatched once again by Shikhar Dhawan. He pulled it, and that's another boundary. He moves on to 36 of 19 deliveries, 5 boundaries, 2 sixes, 55 for 1, and it looked like Shikhar Dhawan was out of form before this game, but he just needed this wicket and this outfield to get back in form.
Absolutely, and what a milestone game for Shikhar Dhawan. His 150th match in the IPL, and becomes only the 12th player to complete 150 appearances in this wonderful tournament. As far as tomorrow is concerned, well, we've got a couple of matches. It's a double header Saturday with the Mumbai Indians playing host to Rajasthan Royals. That's the early match that starts at 4 p.m. and then Kings 11 Punjab will take on RCB. That is match number 28, and that will be around 8 p.m. So we will bring you coverage of both the contests tomorrow as well, but in the meantime, concentrating on today. 5 overs gone, 55 for 1, and this has been an excellent start by Delhi Capitals. Shreyas Iyer is moved up to 6, and Dhawan is on 36 of just 19 deliveries.
And you can just see how confident Shikhar Dhawan is to get back the strike, because he quickly scampered for that 1 run, and when Dhawan runs good on the wicket, that means he is on a good he is in good touch with the bat as well. He's on 36 of 19 deliveries. R.D. Russell is bowling his second over, quite expensive in the previous one, got dispatched for 14, and the total score for Delhi is 56 for the loss of 1 wicket. And coming back to the comments, so Vinod is asking what the score is, so it's 56 for 1 for Delhi. Shikhar Dhawan is still out there. The first wicket to fall was Prithvi Shaw, and Virat Kapoor is saying hello. Riju Ghosh thinks that DC is going to win this match. Swagat Shrestha is asking where Sandeep Lamachane is, and we are the ones who are exactly asking that question as well, because Lamachane wasn't played, Kimo Paul was played, he was quite expensive. Sachin Kumar, Vinod and Kamal are also with us, and Kamal says that So we hope that we will see the World Cup in the same way. So it would be better if. Alright, okay. So I think he's talking about Shikhar Dhawan, who should be continuing a good run in the World Cup as well. And when it comes to ICC tournaments, you know how dangerous Shikhar Dhawan can prove to be.
Well, absolutely, and he is a proven customer in the ICC competitions, is Shikhar Dhawan. But that wicket of Prithvi Shaw, I think it was a wonderful, wonderful catch taken there by Dinesh Karthik. It was as much as his wicket as it was of Prasidh Krishna. 5.3 overs bowled, and Delhi Capitals are roaring at the moment. 57 for 1, and now they need 122 more runs of 87 deliveries. Andre Russell did it with the bat. Can he do it with the ball? There's a huge appeal for caught behind. Well, the umpire, has he given it out? Well, Shreyas Iyer has walked. That means it's wicket number 2 down. Iyer gone for 6, and Andre Russell, after delivering with the bat, has struck with the ball as well.
And yes, there was a deviation, and it looked like out. Shreyas Iyer had the option of taking a DRS, but he was quite confident that it took the edge. Yes, it did. It was a poor delivery. It was waiting to be dispatched, but unfortunately for Delhi and Shreyas Iyer, the captain has to walk back to the dugout, and a big wicket for Andre Russell, proving out to be a real match winner for the Kolkata Knight Riders in this tournament. Now things might get interesting here for Delhi Capitals, just when a partnership was building. The last 4 overs, 48 runs have come, but the Kolkata Knight Riders have managed to scrape their way back in by taking 2 big wickets of Shreyas Iyer and Prithvi Shaw. I think it's going to be Rishabh Pant to walk in.
Well, is there anything that this big man cannot do on the cricket field? Scores runs by the buckets with maximums. Now he's taken a wicket. He's a wonderful, wonderful fielder as well. And Gurcharan Singh says, bad luck. Yes, it wasn't a wicket-taking delivery, but in the end, he did get that wicket, did Andre Russell and Kolkata Knight Riders. A massive blow for Delhi Capitals. And it's Shreyas Iyer who's gone back to the hut. The captain is gone. Now it should be Rishabh Pant to come out and bat. I'm not very sure. Could be Colin Ingram as well. He's the one who likes the ball coming onto the bat as well. So will be very, very interesting to see who comes out to bat for Delhi Capitals now. And well, Andre Russell, we've got another stat about him here coming in.
Yes, with that wicket, he's taken 50 wickets in the IPL and also 100 T20 wickets overall. So this man just cannot stop performing for his team. What a phenomenal player. What a phenomenal T20 player. Thank you, Abhishek Pandey, for that lovely start. Talking about the score, it's 57 for 2 in 5.4 overs, and there's a lot of KKR supporters over here. Priyanka Patel praising the bowlers, and no, Colin Ingram isn't the man to walk in. It's Rishabh Pant. So let's see what he does. There are quite a few question marks regarding his batting approach. Will he be able to cross the line along with Shikhar Dhawan, or will he manage to throw his wicket yet again for Delhi Capitals? Good bouncer to follow by Andre Russell. No runs taken. 57 for 2, and Anju Yadav is us. She's supporting CSK, so I think they won yesterday, so they are in a winning run. And King, Amar Singh and Abdul Rashid supporting Kolkata Knight Riders.
Well, we've got a lot of you tuned in, and do continue to let us know who do you think will win today. Sohan Lal is impressed by Shikhar Dhawan's performance. We've got Amar Singh Jangir along with Mohammad Musharraf Khan, who's supporting Kolkata Knight Riders, and Narendra Chauhan, Rias and Jeet Bahadur. Jeet Bahadur supporting Kolkata Knight Riders today, as the next delivery is played defensively. Well, this is something that is strange coming in from Rishabh Pant, but I'm glad he's doing it, is that he's batting sensibly now. Dot ball to end the over. 6 overs gone. It's 57 for the loss of 2 wickets at Delhi Capitals at the moment, and it's a decent start for Delhi Capitals. They've got the momentum with them, with the runs on the board. Required run rate is under 9 now, 8.61. Make it 8.71 with that dot delivery, while the current run rate is 9.5 for the Delhi Capitals. Another 122 needed of the final 14 overs.
And it will be interesting to see if Dinesh Karthik brings in the wrist spinners, because he knows how to entice Rishabh Pant. In fact, everyone and anyone knows how to entice Rishabh Pant. Just bring on the spinners, and he'll dance down the driver, go for the big slog sweep, and without any uncertainty, I could say I think it might be Kuldeep Yadav or Piyush Chawla to bowl in the next over. And talking about the score, it's 57 for 2 in 6 overs. Delhi Capitals still need a long way to go. 122 runs now needed of 84 deliveries, and it is important for Shikhar Dhawan to stay there until the end, because he has the experience for Delhi to win games. And Rishabh Pant on the other end is on not. But if we talk about Rishabh Pant's IPL career, though he has been a bit hit and miss this season. He has performed quite well for Delhi. 45 games, 9 50s and 1 century with an average of 35 with and a strike rate of 163. So he can turn out to be a real monster for the opposition, but he needs to apply his brain today.
And needs to stay in there. He can't be a monster sitting in the dugout for the opponent, and he will want to stay there. Rishabh Pant and for the bulk of a period, so that life is easier for Delhi Capitals. As expected, it's Kuldeep Yadav, the Chinaman bowler, who's been handed the ball, and Dhawan cuts the first one away as it goes away towards deep backward point, and they'll come back for the second as well. Excellent running between the wickets, and with that single, Dhawan has moved up to 39 now, and a wonderful start. Power play overs, Delhi have got some runs, but in the end they do have lost a couple of wickets. Ashwini Kumar, thank you very much for the love. And we've got Bikash Kesi, Azad Malik and Ashok Kashyap with VK Kumar all tuned in to our YouTube service. A very warm welcome to all of you. 59 for 2 at the moment, and this is excellent batting by Shikhar Dhawan. Once again drives one into the cap and picks up a single.
It's 59 for 2 with that single. 6.2 overs have been bowled. Kuldeep Yadav bowling his first ever over in this game. Andre Russell taking the big wicket of Shreyas Iyer in the previous over, and now it will be Rishabh Pant facing Kuldeep Yadav. What will he do this time? We saw Mohammad Nabi getting the better of him in the previous game against Sunrisers Hyderabad. We saw Kuldeep Yadav getting the better of him in the last time the Delhi Capitals faced Kuldeep Yadav. And you could see that when they took the 2 runs, when they took the couple of runs, it's just added 1 over there because Shikhar Dhawan was shot, and he needs to be a bit careful over there because you are an experienced candidate. So and the umpire was watchful over there. So have to praise the umpire. KKR's target that they have given in front of the Delhi Capitals is 179, and it's Rishabh Pant and Shikhar Dhawan currently batting. Shikhar Dhawan is on 39 of 23, while Rishabh Pant has just opened his account. He's on 1 of 4 deliveries. 4 deliveries have been bowled by Kuldeep and 3 runs coming off it.
So Rana Das says Delhi Capitals will win, while we got Arshad Khan and Mehtab Khan supporting Kolkata Knight Riders, while Bikash Kesi wants Delhi Capitals to win as well. 6.4 overs gone, 60 for 2 as Kuldeep is bowling a very tight over. So far he's just given away 4 runs in the 5 deliveries that he's bowled in over number 7. Pant has to learn from Dhoni as far as batting and wicket keeping is concerned, says Binay Lamechane. Absolutely, I'd agree with that because he's not been there to finish the games off, and he's certainly not done justice to the talent that he has as Rishabh Pant. Was there a short run taken?
Yes,
again not picked up by the umpire?
It was, and he did give it, so that was good umpiring.
For a change.
Yeah, for
the
a
first time we've seen a decent umpiring decision in this IPL.
Rest 7 overs up at 62 for 2 is the score. 5 runs coming off Kuldeep Yadav's over. Could have been 6, but Shikhar Dhawan was short of his crease, so only 1 run could have come off it. And talking about Rishabh Pant, I hope he would have watched MS Dhoni's innings last night, the way he took the innings forward with the Chennai Super Kings score on 25 for 4 to finally taking into the last over and giving his lower order a chance to win the match, which they did. I hope that Rishabh Pant must have learned something from the great man MS Dhoni, and I hope it isn't the way that he walked up in the field. The batting.
Absolutely, I think he's already said that as Rishabh Pant, that he looks up to Mahendra Singh Dhoni and wants to be like him. But then if you want to be like him, you have to apply yourself as well to be like him and finish matches as well, keep a calm head. I think it's the first time yesterday we saw Mahendra Singh Dhoni lose his cool in the close to the 10, 12, 14 years that he's been involved with the international circuit for India. Now it's Piyush Chawla who's been handed the ball. So spin in tandem from both ends. 7 overs gone. 62 for 2 at the moment are Delhi Capitals, with Pant now on strike. He's on 2 of 5 deliveries. Dhawan is on 40 of 24 deliveries. And K. Rinku Anju Yadav saying Delhi will win. Ankit Kumar as well saying that, along with Shyam Sundar Shah also supporting Delhi Capitals. Now the first delivery was worked away for a single. In the last 19 deliveries, Delhi have scored 18. So with the fall of the wickets, the scoring has taken a hit.
You keep picking the wickets, you keep disrupting the momentum, and that is what we have been able to see this time around. 63 for 2 is the score by Delhi Capitals in 7.1 overs. Rishabh Pant has just taken a single on the first delivery ball by Piyush Chawla, and Shikhar Dhawan on the other end is on 41, and that's really good back foot punch there by him. 2 runs taken. I hope this time he wasn't shot, and no, he wasn't. 2 runs taken successfully this time. Required run rate is now 9 per over, so Delhi Capitals will have to keep a look at that as well. 65 for 2 with that double. And talking about Chawla, 151 games for him as well. He used to play for the Kings 11 Punjab, but now has been a seasoned contender for the Kolkata Knight Riders. I remember him winning, striking the winning runs against the Kings 11 Punjab by smashing Mitchell Johnson for a 6, and then it was a phenomenal celebration by him in the final. 66 for 2 is the score. 7.3 overs have been bowled, and Shikhar Dhawan will move to 43, just 7 runs away from yet another IPL 50 for him.
Well, absolutely. Salman Khan is asking what's the target. The target is 179 for Delhi Capitals, while Sudhakar Kambak is enjoying our coverage. Thank you very much, Sudhakar. In the meantime, as we speak, another good shot, but the fielder there at the deep, Carlos Brathwaite, does a good job keeping it down to just 1 run. Amar Krishna Hamal is supporting Kolkata Knight Riders. Sagar Ola along with Amrad Basku supporting Delhi Capitals. And Shyam Sundar Shah says Gabbar is back, and that means it's not good signs for Kolkata Knight Riders.
67 for 2, 7.4 overs have been bowled. The two wrist spinners are now bowling in tandem, and that is what Delhi Capitals missed, I guess, from their end, because spinners are tend to slow down things. Had Sandeep Lamachane and Amit Mishra been there, then it would have been a different story, I suppose. But who knows? 68 for 2. Chawla bowling another good over. 5 deliveries bowled, 6 runs coming off of it. No boundaries hit yet against Kuldeep Yadav either. And you could see that over here, Rishabh Pant just took a quick single again, and that one moves on to 44 with that. 68 for 2 and 7.5 overs. The runs now needed for Delhi are 111 of the final 73 balls.
Well, we've got Ramesh Kumar Manhar and Amar Singh Jangir both saying that Shikhar will score 100 today, while Shyam Sundar Shah says he will get 80. In the meantime, Pant goes big, 1 bounce and into the fence for 4. Wonderful shot by Pant. And finally the Rishabh Pant we're used to seeing connecting the ball, being aggressive. And Salman Khan, I told you earlier, the target is 179 to win the contest. And now with that boundary, over number 8 has come to an end. It's 72 for the loss of 2 wickets at the moment. Delhi Capitals, another 107 needed of the final 72 deliveries.
And as you can see, this shot was really good because he found the gap. We usually always count on Pant finding the fielder, but this time he wasn't looking for power. This time he just found the perfect gap between mid-wicket and long on and struck a crucial boundary. The runs were getting constricted at the moment, but with that boundary there might be some pressure being released off. Talking about the comments, Unnati Pandey, Azad Malik, Salman Khan, Azad Malik and Upendra, a lot of people are here joined in with us at Sports Flashes. 72 for 2 is the score, and Kuldeep Yadav will definitely bowl another over there, and he will try to bowl most of his deliveries to Rishabh Pant because he knows how dicey he can turn out to be. As of now, it is Shikhar Dhawan, the man on strike, the man who looks in a really good touch. And let's not forget Shikhar Dhawan's trouble with wrist spin as well. He's got out on quite a few occasions as well. He moves on to 45 with that single. He just guides it too long on. 73 for 2 is the score. The required run rate now just falls to 8. And the batsmen to come are Colin Ingram and Chris Morris, as well as Rahul Tewatia, who knows how to swing the bat. Kagiso Rabada can bat a bit. Akshay Patel is also available, and yes, Sarah John is also available with us. 73 for 2 in 8.1 overs, and it's going to be an interesting contest.
Absolutely. At the moment it's 73 for 2, the score for Delhi Capitals, chasing 179 to win. And Shyam Sundar Shah, thank you for your time and thank you for your love, along with Amrad Basku, and they are enjoying this coverage. And yes, Riju Ghosh, Salim Bada, they're all tuned in to Sports Flashes Cricket Lounge on YouTube. Apart from that, we've got service continuing on Facebook, Twitter, as well as on our website and our app, that is Sports Flashes. available on Android and iOS, and it's www.sportsflashes.com if you want to use it through the web. Salim Bara says Delhi will win, while Javed Khan is supporting Kolkata Knight Riders. But at the moment, I think it's been a good start by Delhi Capitals. 8.4 overs gone, 73 for the loss of 2 wickets, with Dhawan and Pant, 2 left-handers out there in the middle. Prithvi Shaw was the first man dismissed, and that was followed by the skipper Shreyas Iyer. Kuldeep Yadav, he will possibly hold the key along with Piyush Chawla as far as picking up the wickets and stopping the flow of runs is concerned. Dr. A.R. Rahman and Mohammad Ibrahim along with Rana Das all tuned in. A very warm welcome, and Anwar HL says that Shikhar's innings will be most important today. Absolutely, and the way he's batted, it seems like he has come out to with a frame of mind to go on and score a big innings for Delhi today.
And you could just look that after 9 overs, Kolkata was at 64 for the loss of 2 wickets, but Delhi is 75 for 2. And just one more start before we take the strategic time break. The least number of IPL matches taken by a player to score 1,000 runs and take 50 wickets. Andre Russell tops the list once again. 1,000 runs, the quickest, and 50 wickets, the least number of matches taken by Andre Russell. And Kieron Pollard comes second, his West Indies compatriot, 62 matches it took him. Shane Watson third with 62 as well. Dwayne Bravo fourth, another West Indian with 78, and Jacques Kallis at fifth with 79.
Well, you got the big and burly 2 West Indians right at the top with Andre Russell leading the way, followed by Kieron Pollard. At the moment, the strategic timeout has been taken, which means 9 overs gone. 75 for 2 at the moment are Delhi Capitals. In the final 11 overs, Delhi need another 104 to win. Dhawan is on 46, Pant is on 9, and it's time for us to take a quick break as well. As the strategic timeout ends, action resumes at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata. We will be back with updates and analysis of this contest. You stay tuned to Cricket Lounge on Sports Flashes.
One station filled with full football fever.
Thinks about the shot, will go for it, and will plant an absolute cracker into the corner to put the icing on what is a very sweet tasting cake for Manchester City.
And you are just one click away.
Sergio Aguero. Oh, that's vicious! Unstoppable!
Download Sports Flashes app or visit www.sportsflashes.com. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel.
Sports Flashes.
You are listening to Sports Flashes live. Download Sports Flashes app or visit www.sportsflashes.com. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel. Catch all the cricketing action and complete drama at one click of your phone.
He does that. Smack again onside, being peppered. Consecutive boundaries.
Don't miss. Download the app now. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel.
Sports Flashes.
This is Sports Flashes live.
Sports Flashes.
It's time for Indian T20 Showdown. Stay tuned to Sports Flashes.
Sports Flashes.
You are listening to Sports Flashes live. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel. You are listening to Sports Flashes live.
Dhoni finishes off in style. A magnificent strike into the crowd. India lift the World Cup. Pulls it back. Here's Ronaldo for the hat-trick. And Cristiano Ronaldo does it again.
Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel.
Welcome back to Cricket Lounge and Sports Flashes. The strategic timeout has ended. 9 overs, 75 for 2, Delhi Capitals. I'm Karthik Sinha. With me is Wali Siddiqui in the Cricket Lounge. And now, so final 11 overs remaining. Delhi Capitals lead another 104 runs to win. There's a bowling change now, and Carlos Brathwaite has been handed the ball.
Carlos Brathwaite didn't impress much with the bat, but let's see if he can bring in some variations of his with the ball. We know that he is famous with his cutters. Meanwhile, Shikhar Dhawan is on 46 of 29 deliveries, fancying another half century in the IPL. Will he be able to get it this over? I think he might. No, there's a fielder square leg, a good field placement by Dinesh Karthik, so just the 1 run taken after putting him over there. 47 of 30 now. Shikhar Dhawan, Rishabh Pant on the other end is on 9 of 12 deliveries. The total score is on 76 for the loss of 2, and 103 more runs required of the final 65 deliveries. Still a long way to go for the Delhi Capitals. Carlos Brathwaite bowling 1 ball and going for just 1 run. Kuldeep Yadav on the other end has impressed immensely. 2 overs and just 8 runs.
Well, absolutely, he's done a good job as Kuldeep Yadav, and Piyush Chawla bowled 1 over. He's been shipped out of the attack. Fine leg is in the 30-yard circle, so you cannot bowl on the onside. Done. This one's pulled away, but towards the long leg. 1 more run for Rishabh Pant. He's on 10 now.
He's on 10 of 13 deliveries, and I think the plan is clear. He's going to bang 1 shot, and there is a fielder waiting in the deep at square leg to take the catch. The 2 batsmen have to be really careful over here. 77 for 2 in 9.2 overs, and you could see Ricky Ponting and Saurav Ganguly not moving an inch, and I'm pretty sure that they would want to continue the winning run because they won against the RCB and they would like to win against KKR once again.
Well, absolutely. It's Sunrisers Hyderabad followed by Mumbai Indians and Kings 11 Punjab up next for the Delhi Capitals in this contest, and that will be on the 14th, 18th and the 20th. Another single there for Delhi, and that takes the score up to, in fact, they've come back for the second as well. Wonderful running between the wickets. 79 for the loss of 2 wickets. 3 deliveries bowled in this over. 4 runs conceded by Brathwaite so far. Amrinder Bahubali along with Salim Abada and Sudhakar Kamath all tuned in. Welcome. Jay Kumar is supporting Kolkata Knight Riders as the next delivery is clobbered away through towards wideish extra cover for 4. Beautiful shot by Dhawan, and that's 50 up for the Delhi lad. 53 of 32 deliveries.
And that was a really good shot. He moved across the leg stump and just smacked one across covers for an easy boundary. He moves on to 53 of 32, and this is Shikhar Dhawan's 34th 56th versus Kolkata Knight Riders and 2nd on this ground. So finally Shikhar Dhawan is back to his brilliant best. 83 for 2 is the score, and 9 overs have been bowled, and I guess that will be another boundary. Yes, it will. Poor delivery by Carlos Brathwaite. He shuffled towards the off stump this time, just flicked his wrist, and it goes for a boundary. 92 now needed of 61 deliveries with that score. 87 for 2 is the total score. 1 more delivery yet to come from Brathwaite.
Back-to-back boundaries for the left-hander from Delhi, playing for Delhi, Shikhar Dhawan. First through the offside, now through towards fine leg, and that will take the score for Delhi up to 87 for 2. Expensive over this, 12 runs off it already. Final delivery to come, and Dhawan now flicks one away. That should be just a single. So 13 from that over of Carlos Brathwaite. 10 overs gone, 8.8 is the current run rate for Delhi Capitals. 88 for 2, and now 91 required of the final 10 overs for Delhi. And Amar Singh Jhangi says there'll be a boundary in the 11th over. Well, we already got a couple of boundaries already in this over. Navjot Singh along with Anju Yadav and Upendra Upadhyay. All of you, very warm welcome. Shivam Tyagi as well tuned in to our YouTube service, and Delhi are going great guns at the moment.
Absolutely. Rishabh Pant on the other end hasn't opened up as of now, and that is the right thing to do because Shikhar Dhawan is going hammer and talks against the Kolkata Knight Riders. Rishabh Pant is currently on 10 of 13 deliveries, 1 boundary coming off Kuldeep Yadav's over, and Shikhar Dhawan is on 58 of 34 deliveries, 7 boundaries, 2 sixes with a strike rate of 170. And Kolkata Knight Riders need to get his wicket if they want to make their way back in the game, because he can prove out to be a deadly asset for the Delhi Capitals, as he has been for India for quite a few years. He's on 58 of 34, and Kuldeep Yadav is back again to bowl his penultimate over, and he comes down the track and just takes a single over here. So just 1 run taken. 89 for 2 now. 10.1 overs have been bowled, and as you can see, Carlos Brathwaite was trying to mix it in with his variations, but wasn't lucky enough against Dhawan because he has faced quite a bit of cricket in his life. 89 for 2. 90 more runs needed of 59 deliveries. Still anyone's game. Anything could happen. A wicket or two. Kolkata Knight Riders are back in it. An over of 20 odd runs, and Delhi Capitals are truly in it.
Was that a no ball that was given? No, that wasn't. It was the spinner. So it's just a signal for the wide that has been given. So no problem there. Another run added. And now Pant dances down the track. Has he got hold of it? It seems so. Yes, he has. Out of the park for maximum. While he was complaining that Pant hasn't opened up, well, he has now a 6 for the left-hander. Delhi moved to 96 for 2, and the Delhi fans are absolutely loving it at the Eden Gardens. Good use of the feet, down the track, and smack out of the park.
And he has made a habit of hitting it with one hand. I do not know if that is something which happens, or he just made a habit of it. He just wants to make a hallmark of it, like Dhoni is being recognized for the helicopter shot. I think Pant wants to be recognized with the one-handed, or should I say the Pant shot. 16 of 14 is Rishabh Pant's score. Shikhar Dhawan is on 59 of 35 deliveries, and yes, you would like
this is good that after the 6, Dhawan has walked down and having a word with Pant, saying, you've got the 6 in this over, now calm down and work the ball around for a single or a double, and if you get a poor delivery, then is when you put it away. But because we've seen Dhawan go out and lose his wicket, have Pant in the past, and wonderful stuff this from the senior statesman in Shikhar Dhawan, having a word with Rishabh Pant, and one-handed slap, a typical Rishabh Pant shot, and fetches him another 6. They've gone to get a new ball because I think the ball is not coming back after that massive blow from Rishabh Pant.
96 for 2, but it is going to be an interesting contest between the two of India's finest young prospects facing one another. One Kuldeep Yadav and the second Rishabh Pant. But Rishabh Pant quite rarely does a sensible thing by giving the strike back to Shikhar Dhawan.
Wally, did you see the moment he picked up that single of the next delivery, the dugout was clapping, saying, well done, young man, you're using your brain for a change. Right. And after that 6, he's picked up a single, and this is turning out to be a good over for Delhi, as they've got a 6, a wide, and a few singles as well. So that's 9 of this over already.
97 for 2, 10.4 overs have been bowled. 9 runs coming of this over, 13 of the previous over, if I'm not mistaken. And it's now 82 runs needed of 57 deliveries. Shikhar Dhawan is on 59. Kuldeep Yadav to bowl his second last delivery of this over, and that was a cut, but it was well short of the fielder. After 10.5 overs, Kolkata were close to 75 runs, and Delhi are well above that. They are on 97, but Delhi should not forget that Kolkata Knight Riders had Andre Russell. Who would be the Andre Russell in their team? Will it be Colin Ingram, or would it be Chris Morris? Time will tell.
Yes, and this is the period when KKR lifted their run rate, so Delhi will have to be careful. Single to end the over, 11 overs gone. It's 98 for the loss of 2 wickets, Delhi Capitals. So 9 overs remaining and 81 to get. So that means it's exactly 9 runs and over required from here on by Delhi Capitals to go on and win this contest. And in modern day cricket, with 8 wickets remaining, you'd fancy a team to go on and get it. But if it's Delhi Capitals, you know they're capable of messing this up as well. Remember the game against Kings 11 Punjab, they lost 7 wickets in the space of 8 runs.
And how could we forget the game against Kolkata Knight Riders when they needed 6 of the final ball? They couldn't grab those 6 runs either. How could we forget the game against Royal Challengers Bangalore as well, when they needed 6 runs in 12 deliveries? I guess they lost 3 wickets in that span as well. So they need to be a bit careful over here, and they need to make sure that they cross the line with in comprehensive manner, in a convincing manner, to give their fans faith, to give the management faith, and to also give confidence to themselves, because they're a confident bunch.
Absolutely, and we've got Priyanka Patel supporting Delhi Capitals here, and we've got Sachin Gawar, Mohammad Ibrahim, and Vinod Ingale all tuned in to our YouTube service, and Pant Power is what Ravindra Singh Sidhu Barar is talking about. Well, hopefully we get to see it a lot more. After 11 overs, KKR was 77 for 2 and Delhi Capitals are 98 for 2. So they're 21 runs ahead at the moment, are the Delhi Capitals, and now it's Nitish Rana who's been handed the ball, the off-break bowler, and he's been given the ball to break the partnership, which is now worth 42 of just 32 deliveries. The off-spinner bowling to 2 left-handers, always a good ploy. But Dhawan doing the sensible thing, and make sure that the scoreboard keeps on ticking with another single.
And if we talk about Nitish Rana, he has been a valuable candidate for the Kolkata Knight Riders over the years. In fact, it was only the last season till he was that he was introduced to the Kolkata Knight Riders. Prior to that, he used to play for the Mumbai Indians. But if we talk about his bowling, then he has taken the prize wickets of AB de Villiers and Virat Kohli in the past as well. So he has it in him to do it again. In the previous game against RCB, he took the big wicket of Parthiv Patel. So he can turn out to be that man with the golden arm for the Kolkata Knight Riders, the ideal man to break the partnership. Pant takes a single. The score moves on to 100 for the loss of 2 wickets in 11.2 overs. 79 now required of the final 52.
100 for 2 after 11.2 overs. Rana, the off spinner, is continuing to bowl a good tight line and making sure that he doesn't bowl a poor delivery. But this time, excellent running between the wickets. What should have been 1, Dhawan has turned it into 2, and he, with that, has moved up to 63 now as Shikhar Dhawan. 102 for 2, Delhi Capitals at the moment. And as we were speaking about the other games coming in for Delhi, they go on to Hyderabad to take on Sunrisers, and then 2 home games against Mumbai Indians and Kings 11 Punjab.
So it's 102 for 2 in 11.3 overs. And if you talk about Delhi's campaign, then they've been more successful away from home, because they won 2 games, one at Wankhede, the other at the Chennai Swami. They almost won the game at Mohali, they had that brain fade moment, and once again they're proving to be a real threat at the Eden Gardens. So I think it's better that they play more number of games away from home.
Absolutely, I think they should just move out of Firozshah Kotla if that's the stat. They've got third man, backward point and cover in the 30-yard circle on the offside for Nitish Rana. And apart from that, we've got Pant on strike now. He is on 18 as the next one is flicked away. That will be at least 1 for the left-hander. 104 for 2 Delhi Capitals at the moment in this run chase of 179 now. 75 needed of 49 deliveries. Subhash Kajur, Ayush, Sandy, Roshan Gupta and Ramraj Verma, along with Ravinder Sidhu Brar and Vinod Ingale, all tuned in. Thank you very much, as partnership now is worth 47 runs. In fact, it's been pulled away and it will be worth 48 now with that single.
So 74 now needed of 48 deliveries. It was a good over by Nitish Rana. 7 runs coming off of it, and not a bad over for a part-time bowler. Shikhar Dhawan is on 64, 41 delivery. His wicket will be the prize wicket that Kolkata Knight Riders would want. He is on 65 of 42 of 7 boundaries and 2 sixes. Rishabh Pant on the other end is playing this game quite sensibly as of now. 1 boundary, 1 6 under his belt. He's on 19 of 17 balls. 105 for 2. 12 overs have been bowled, and you never know, there's a trend going on that it goes until the final over. In the previous 2 days we were talking about, the first game was between Mumbai and Kings 11 Punjab. It went right down the wire. In fact, it went right down to the final ball. And even if we talk about last evening's game, Chennai Super Kings versus Rajasthan Royals, 4 runs were needed of the final delivery, which Mitchell Sandner did the usual business by smacking a 6 across long on and winning the game for Chennai. So anything still quite possible. This might go right down the wire if Kolkata Knight Riders do chip in with a wicket or 2. It's 105 for 2. Shikhar Dhawan is on 65. Rishabh Pant is on 19.
Well, another 74 needed of 48 deliveries. 12 overs gone. 105 for the loss of 2 wickets, and the required run rate 9.25 at the moment for Delhi Capitals, which is easily doable. A man at deep square leg, long on and a fine leg. These are the 3 men on the boundary rope on the onside. Apart from that, a third man and a sweeper cover the 2 on the offside. The mid-off is in the 30-yard circle. Lockie Ferguson has been handed the ball. He was a bit expensive earlier on, was Lockie Ferguson. 2 overs, 24 is what he gave away without any wicket so far. I think Dhawan and Pant will enjoy some fast bowling coming their way, because the ball is coming onto the bat rather nicely. Will come into Dhawan, and that's cracked away by Dhawan. 4-4. Welcome to the crease, Lockie Ferguson, says Shikhar Dhawan. Plunders one through the covers region for another boundary.
And this is exactly what Shikhar Dhawan wanted. He was getting agitated over there, facing quite a bit of spin by Nitish Rana, Piyush Chawla and Kuldeep Yadav. And now there's a bit of pace. He always fancies pace, especially when it comes up the bat. This is a very good deck for batting, because the ball is rising phenomenally well, and Shikhar Dhawan does the usual business by hitting one of his favourite shots, the cover drive, and that was an absolute cracker. The score moves on to 109 for the loss of 2 wickets, and 70 runs are now needed of 47 deliveries, and another couple of runs taken by him. He moves on to 71 of 44. Pant is on 19 of 17. And talking about Ferguson, the New Zealand international has been quite expensive. 2.2 overs, 30 runs, not a wicket taken. 6 runs already of his first 2 balls. 111 for 2. It's Nelson. Can Kolkata Knight Riders strike over here with a wicket? I hope Kolkata Knight Riders would be hoping that superstition actually worked over here.
Absolutely. Well, 6 runs already off this over. First 2 deliveries from Lockie Ferguson. A boundary there, followed by a couple of runs. So 111 for 2 on a Nelson, as Ferguson looks to get the Nelson working in their favour, but a dot ball, no problem there at all. Well, we'll have to wait and see how long can the Kolkata Knight Riders wait to get a wicket. They do need a wicket. Hosnan Ansari, you're asking the score. It's 111 for 2. We've got Subhash Kujur, Vikas Kesi, Tanya Kaur, Dinesh Dulal and Kaka Multani all tuned into our YouTube service. Very, very warm welcome.
111 for 2. Lockie Ferguson, another poor delivery by him. It's a wide. He will have to re-ball that. So 7 runs coming off the first 4 deliveries. In fact, the first 3 deliveries, because he'll have to re-ball that. 2 extras that have been bowled by the Kolkata Knight Riders. So they have been disciplined, but at times some of them have been quite wavered, especially while talking about Lockie Ferguson. He was given a nod ahead of Sunil Narayan, but he is proving to be a liability as of now for the Kolkata Knight Riders. 37 runs coming for the last 21 balls, and momentum has shifted towards Shikhar Dhawan. And yes, another ball on the offside and another cover drive, and whenever Shikhar Dhawan hits a cover drive, that has to go to the boundary line.
Well, when he hits them, they stay hit. 75 is what Dhawan has moved up to. Wonderful shot once again, and it's good to see Gabbar back in full swing. That's a positive for the Indian team heading into the World Cup, not very far away from here. Beautiful drive through the offside, and Hosnan Ansari is asking for us to have a sip of water. We keep doing that, don't worry, Hosnan, but our main mission is to get you the coverage, the updates and analysis of this contest in timely manner. A single there for Dhawan, and well, the score will move up to 117 for 262 required of 43 deliveries, and still very doable.
And talking about tomorrow's encounter, there are 2 of them. It's a double header, Super Saturday. Mumbai Indians versus Rajasthan Royals will be the first game, which will kick off at 4 p.m. or should I say the first ball will be bowled at 4 p.m. and then the second match will be an important one for the Royal Challengers Bangalore, because they still haven't opened their account with a win as of now. 0 points. RCB will be facing the Kings 11 Punjab at Mohali. So that will be another interesting contest. We're talking about this over. It has come to an end. 118 for 2 and 61 now required for the final 7 overs. 42 balls remain. Rishabh Pant and Shikhar Dhawan going good. The partnership is now of 62 of 44 deliveries. Pant is on 20 of 18, while Dhawan is on 76 of 47.
Oh, it's great to see Rishabh Pant batting sensibly, because we've seen him throw his wicket away so often after getting a start, and for Delhi's sake, he should stay there till the very end if Delhi have to, or they want to go on and win this contest. Dhawan has played a very, very vital innings for Delhi in this run chase. 76 of 47 deliveries, 2 sixes and 9 fours. And some of you were asking where the scoreboard gone. Well, there's a technical fault, and that's the reason why there is no scorecard. And Siang Jali Teal from Malaysia is tuning in. A very, very warm welcome, who supports Delhi Capitals. Prem Karka is also tuned in with us, and well, the IT team is working on it, and we'll try and get that scoreboard back as soon as we can. We'll keep telling you the scores. 118 for 2 after 13 overs, 61 required of 42 deliveries. It's Piyush Chawla now who's been handed the ball, and the strategic timeout can be taken here. I'm not very sure they will take it, but what they will take, Delhi, is another boundary, short delivery and cut away towards extra cover for 4.
Rishabh Pant cuts that for 4. He didn't need to guide that to point. He just played that shot early and guided it through the cover boundaries. Another boundary for Rishabh Pant. And the good thing positive thing by both the batsmen is that they're both looking to play grounded shots over here, because they know how quick the outfield is. You just dab the ball here or there and it rushes to the boundary line with perfection. The score moves on to 122 for 2, an early boundary, and will they take the double over here? they just might, and yes they do. 124 for 2, and the pressure is back on the Kolkata Knight Riders. 5 now needed of 40 deliveries, an equation which any team would fancy, but not Delhi Capitals.
Well, absolutely, with 8 wickets remaining, I think it's Delhi's game to lose from here, but you never know what Delhi can do. They have been guilty of committing harakiri. The next delivery from Piyush Chawla, I think Pant is batting very sensibly here. He's picking the googlies very well, and he's finding the gaps as well. Another cut shot, but this time to Robin Uthappa, extra cover, no runs on that occasion. Talking about the partnership, 68 of just 46 deliveries, 55 needed of 39 balls. Third man is in the 30-yard circle as Pant now slogs one away towards deep mid-wicket. There should be a fielder there, and it will be kept down to just a single.
And you can see the change in his approach. Had this been Rishabh Pant the fold or the previous match, I guess, I'm sure he's still there, but he could have gone for the full Monty over there, but he just scooped that towards the deep mid-wicket. He knew that if he miscued that would have been a comfortable catch for the fielder at mid-wicket. A wise thing done by Rishabh Pant. Gives a single to Shikhar Dhawan, the man in form to face a Piyush Chawla, and Shikhar Dhawan returns the favour by giving Rishabh Pant back the strike. And Sumer Singh Rajput is listening to us from America, so thank you sir for listening to Sports Flashes. We are obliged to update you. The score is 125 for 2 Delhi Capitals. The target is 179.
125 for 2. Sunil Natani, the score is gone for a moment because of a technical glitch. The IT team is working on it, but boundary again here for Rishabh Pant, and surprisingly another grounded shot coming in from Pant, sweeps one away towards square leg. 14 overs gone, 130 for the loss of 2 wickets. Saroj Rai also looking for the scorecard. I've just informed you that the back-end IT team is working on it, and we'll try and get it back up as soon as possible. Karthik Mandhare is tuned in. Hi Karthik, I'm Karthik here, and I've got Walli with me in the commentary box, Walli Siddiqui, and well, Rishabh Pant is what Priyanka Patel is supporting. Mohammad Usman and Rabi Hassan, a very, very warm welcome to Cricket Lounge. And with that, it's 14 overs gone, 130 for the loss of 2 wickets, and now 49 needed in the final 6 overs.
Shikhar Dhawan is on 77 of 48 deliveries, but Rishabh Pant, like I said, a new approach. He's looking to play grounded shots, and he's just proving to be as effective as he proves to be when he's insensible, because he can be as damaging. And I'm sure Saurav Ganguly and Ricky Ponting had a word with him in the previous games as well. And the good thing for Delhi Capitals is that he's finally applying himself to the wicket. It's 49 needed of 36, and Prasidh Krishna, who has impressed in this IPL, comes back to bowl his third over. He has given away 18 runs in his 2 overs, and the last 5 overs have been fairly expensive for Kolkata Knight Riders. 55 runs coming off it, but this man took the important wicket of Prithvi Shaw, and we know how dangerous he can turn out to be with his pace.
Absolutely, but once again I'll say that these two will enjoy the fast bowlers with the ball coming nicely onto the bat. 2 overs, 18 runs, and 1 wicket for Prasidh Krishna so far in this spell and in this match, and he starts off with a dot delivery. It's Dhawan on strike. He's on 77, 23 away from what could be a fantastic 100 in this run chase, and well, make that 19 away because he's cracked another boundary through extra cover. Beautiful cover drive from Shikhar Dhawan. He moves up to 81 of 50 deliveries. Delhi Capitals 134 for 2, and what a shot that was.
And like I said, if you keep on bowling on the covers region, Shikhar Dhawan will dispatch them 10 on 10. Andres did his best to stop that, but it was quite away from him. Another big boundary for Delhi. The equation now seems much simpler for them, but history doesn't favour them whenever they get close to that target. 45 runs now needed of 34 deliveries. The score is on 134 for 2. 45 runs needed of the final 34 balls. Pant on 31, Dhawan on 81. Partnership of 77 runs between the two.
Well, what that cover drive has done has prompted a change in field. Third man has been brought up in the 30-yard circle, and it's Russell who's been pushed away towards long off, and that's exactly where the ball goes. And another single here. This is amazing, sensible batting from both Pant and Dhawan. They've gotten the boundary the very first ball. Now they'll tickle the ball around and continue the scoreboard to tick and get this partnership moving along as well.
And there are quite a few Kolkata Knight Riders fans who are hoping for a wicket over here. But Sudhir Tripathi is here supporting Delhi Capitals. Salim Bada is supporting Delhi Capitals. And Tanya Kaur Mohadfaz is also supporting Delhi Capitals. So quite a few Delhi Capital fans joined in with us. The score is on 135 for 2. With that single, it moves to 136. Prasidh Krishna bowled a really good ball over there. Hit Rishabh Pant's thigh, and that will be one leg by 136 for 2. 43 now needed of 32 deliveries. Kolkata Knight Riders need a wicket, and now
7 of this over already from Prasidh Krishna. He's bowled 4 deliveries, and Pant, I think it looks like he's in a bit of pain. The ball, he's looking to flick it away on the onside. A ball hitting his unmentionables and well, shattered dreams there for Rishabh Pant. But in the end, it's a single nonetheless, and Dhawan is set to make his maiden IPL century if he does stay there till the end. He needs 18 more to get to that 100. His highest being at 95. And Pant seriously looks in a lot of pain. Those who've been hit in the box will know the pain. And yes, the physio is out there. He can't even walk straight. Can Rishabh Pant? And I'm not surprised. It is very unpleasant when you get it there.
Well, that's what happens when a pacer with a pace of 145 kilometers per hour launches a good length delivery over there to the box. And I think that would be a blessing in disguise for Kolkata Knight Riders, because they would be getting a breather, and that might break momentum from the Delhi batsmen. But Shikhar Dhawan, what brilliant batting by him. 10 boundaries, 2 sixes. Apart from that edge that went through the slip corner, I don't think there was ever a lapse of concentration by him, and this is why he's proving to be such a deadly batsman even for Team India. He's won games for India, and talking about his highest scores, 95 not out was against the Kings 11 Punjab for Hyderabad, then against the Delhi Capitals the 92 not out, so he's done it against Delhi as well. 92 unbeaten of 50 deliveries versus Delhi again. 84-49. He loved playing against Delhi, but now he's loving playing against Delhi. But for now, it's a strategic timeout, and this will be a much needed break for the Kolkata Knight Riders.
Absolutely, this break will possibly could break the momentum that Delhi Capital have, and we've got Salim Bada supporting Delhi, and Anas Bhatt saying, what is this match number? It's match number 26 of the Indian Premier League, and chasing 179 to win. Delhi after 14.4 overs of 136 for 2. Dhawan on 82, Pant on 31, unbeaten at the crease. 43 required of 32 deliveries, and the strategic timeout has been taken. So that will mean that we will take a quick break. We will be back as soon as action resumes at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata. But in the meantime, stay tuned to Cricket Lounge on Sports Flashes.
This is Sports Flashes Live.
Sports Flashes.
It's time for Indian T20 Showdown. Stay tuned to Sports Flashes. You are listening to Sports Flashes Live.
Kohli finishes off in style. A magnificent strike into the crowd. India lift the World Cup. Pulls it back. Here's Ronaldo for the hat-trick. And Cristiano Ronaldo does it again.
Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel. You are tuned into Sports Flashes Radio.
What a performance by the number 3 seed, Saina Nehwal, who tomorrow will contest a third All-England semi-final.
Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel.
Sports Flashes.
This is Sports Flashes Live.
The flying Finn from Helsinki is on his last lap, looking magnificently good for his 20th World Championship win.
Download Sports Flashes app or visit www.sportsflashes.com. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel.
Sports Flashes.
You are listening to Sports Flashes Live. Download Sports Sports Flashes app or visit www.sportsflashes.com. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel. This is Sports Flashes live. Sports Flashes, world's biggest sports radio channel. Sports Flashes, everything about sports. You are tuned into Sports Flashes Radio, world's biggest sports radio channel.